Hello, my name is HQ of HQ Reacts. Welcome to my channel. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button, share the stream, and click the notification button for new content. Thank you.
Hey. This is HQ. Y'all see my new avatar. We coming up. We got to do some things. My new avatar. Today we have our review of some ladies on Ashley and some review of some ladies on Kendra G. Right? Yeah, very light. Very light. For the simple fact that I can't figure out how to do the voice thing unless I know the program that I got. You can't do anything until your credit clears or something, because you buy a program with it, and so that was the only voice I had available. So I would have put my voice in there, which I am going to do and record, but I couldn't do that, so I just put da. So today is one of those days where we do content on a review of Kendra G and some Ashley things too. Ashley been getting out there with her level up show, her level up thing, right? So I figured I'd do a little show, give everybody a little show this evening. A quick show. We ain't doing nothing long. There's still other shows going on, and we just popping in there in the middle of all of them before they really get started, right? And see what we got going on with the Ashley and the Kendra G, and see what kind of advice that Kendra G is trying to give out, and what kind of advice is Ashley trying to get out. Until she must go, no. So, without further ado, we got these ladies coming up here from Ashley. Weird content, but it's okay. We're here for the weirdo content. We're here for everything. And this is Ashley.
Where did you meet him? And then what city or state this was in?
So this was in South Carolina. I was living in Myrtle Beach at the time, and he was living in Conway, which is probably about 20 minutes apart. We met on Facebook. It was probably like 2 to 3 weeks. We were talking on Facebook. It finally came around, and he was like, wanting to go on a date or whatever. So I was like, okay, I could come to your house or whatever. And I was like, well, no, you're not going to come to my house. You can't come to my house because I don't know you. You don't know me. And the most important thing was I had like a one child at that time. And I'm like, I'm not bringing you to my house. Like, this is where my child lives. So he was like, all right, cool, then we can go on a date or whatever. So he was like, do you want to go to Charleston? So I was like, okay, we can go to Charleston. Okay, well, I'll meet you at Applebee's right before we need to get off the exit to go to Charleston. I'll just park my car at Applebee's, and then we can go from there. Fast forward, we got to Applebee's, got together, we talked, we drove all the way to Charleston, which is probably like an hour and 15-minute ride to get there. We got to the restaurant. I forgot what restaurant we even went to and ate at when we got in Charleston. But when we got there, we were talking, everything was good. So my son at the time was 2 years old. My son was at his dad's mom's house, which is his grandma. My son's dad called me, and so I answered the phone. I said, excuse me. And I was like, my son's dad is calling, so I want to take the call because he's probably calling to ask me about my son. So when I answered the phone, I was like, I already dropped him off at your mom's house. That was it. Hung up immediately. After I hung up the phone, he was just looking like, and so I'm just looking like he was looking at me as if I had done something.
Okay, so what did she do wrong? First and foremost, excuse me, step away from the table. Step away from the table. If you had to, if you could. If you could not and you just stayed at the table, hello, how can I help you? Listen to what the other person had to say, and then made the determination as to what to say. Nobody likes a rude human being. Nobody, no man worth his salt. I wouldn't even try to get her pregnant. I wouldn't even be at a table with her and she's that rude. Even to a person she knows. That's rude off the bat. So she don't get why he looked at her funny.
And so he was like, that was rude. And I was like, what was rude? And he was like, you talking to your baby daddy in front of me. Told you prior to me coming here that I had, before me and you even met up, we've been talking throughout the day. And I told you I was taking my son to his grandma's house. And he was like, yeah, but you don't talk to your baby daddy in front of me. That's rude. I don't care what y'all got going on. Trying not to like overboard this thing because for one, I didn't drive here. So I'm trying not to overboard this thing. After that, I was carrying on just conversation to talk. And he kind of was like, you know how you're sitting there talking to a person and it's like,
wait a minute, hold on. First off, both of y'all don't know how to conduct yourselves on a date. Both of y'all don't know how to conduct yourselves with human beings. First off, you should never have been that rude to your baby daddy. I don't care who's calling. Character matters and how you present yourself matters. That was very rude. That was very ignorant. You never should have did it. Period. 2, when she got back from making the phone call and he said, you should never talk to your baby daddy in front of me, that right there was rude. That right there means he's not ready to date anybody. If you're that upset or insecure because she talked to her baby daddy, there's a problem with you too.
Yeah.
All across the board.
I agree. Oh, yeah, I agree with that 100%. Oh, yeah, shout out Black America in the chat. I agree with him too. That's rude. You're both right. That is rude. He asked the question too, why our hair not done? It's simple. This is a lower end chick.
Wait a minute, did he ask that yet?
No, Black America did in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Why our hair not done. Yeah, this is a low end chick. Ashley is a higher end chick that even if she was not married, she'd be out there interacting with 6 to 7 figure guys, and that's how she moved. Yes. That's why also this girl is unkept and she's not in any shape. That's why Ashley is probably 35 years older than her and she looks better. Like if I had a choice to choose between Ashley and her, I wouldn't even blink twice.
Right.
If I had a chance, look, if I had a choice between Ashley, her, and that one crazy girl you put up, and I had to shoot 2, I would shoot her twice. All right, put it like that.
Shoot her twice.
Yeah. So that should let you know you off your game when you got a woman that much older than you that's blowing you out of the water. Right. I ain't talking about like it's close either. Like she blowing her out of the water.
Right. I mean, that whole exchange. I don't know how she went on a date. I mean, I don't know what she looked like on that, but I don't know. Pan.
Peace, family. Peace. Big up to the panel. Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Can you enter? What do you have to say about the young lady? And
number one, I just want to compliment this big, beautiful, brown-skinned woman. Very beautiful. But the one thing that she did do wrong that I have to give her some constructive criticism about, she said that when she was in the restaurant, her baby father called her. She answered. I have no problem with that. Even though I'm with all my baby mothers, when I call my baby mothers, they answer. So I respect her for that. But the one thing that she did wrong, she said she did not want to start an argument with the brother she was on a date with because she did not drive to the location. That's a red flag right there. You don't know this man and you rode over an hour and 15 minutes with him. Come on.
Yeah.
To all the sisters listening, on your first date, you drive. You meet the person at the location in public. You don't let him drive and you don't know how he going to react and you can't say what you want to say. You can't get up out of there when you want to go. So that's what she did wrong. But no, I disagree with you all's assessment of her appearance. This is a beautiful woman, really.
I didn't say anything about her appearance. I didn't say anything about her appearance. No.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about her appearance either. I said she was unkept, clearly by the way she's presenting herself. I never said she was ugly or anything.
Am I asked? Because what we see on the screen, this is a beautiful brown-skinned woman with a bun on her head. Why are you saying she looks unkept?
But look at what she's next to. Now, ask yourself that, man. Look at HQ. Hold on. Look at HQ. It's 2 women up here, man. Look at them, then look at her. That's
No,
some
I'm asking. You
scary
said, what
stuff
is she
now.
next to? I'm asking, what is she next to?
She's next to a woman that's extremely well kept versus one that has seemed to have be unkept and has kind of let herself go in that manner. You know, if you're gonna come out on the internet, you're in front of thousands, if not millions of people. You want to put your best foot forward.
Brother,
That's
hit me out right quick. I'm
go
not
ahead,
saying the
man.
woman on the left isn't unkept, but that don't mean the woman on the right is unkept. I'm saying these are two beautiful women on the screen.
No,
One
I
just
never
one,
said
one
she
just
was
don't got
ugly.
no. The difference is one has makeup on, the other one don't.
It ain't got nothing to do with the makeup. Even if she didn't have on makeup, if her hair was done right and she was dressed in a manner like that and accessorized correctly, she'd be fine. The fact that she got on makeup means nothing to me.
So just the fact that she has a ponytail on her head, you saying she unkept?
It's first of all, the bun is not clean and neat. As you can look at the bun is matted.
My God.
My
Come
bruh,
on, brother.
bruh,
Well, look,
bruh.
everyone got their own taste. I
It's
can't
not
attack
well
you.
done, man. Like
Well,
what,
no, I'll say this in closing because you have a right to have your own preference, so I can't
yeah.
attack you for
You're
that.
talking like
Yeah, you can't.
She's the one on the internet. If she was around the house pan, she would be fine, bruh. Or if she was running to the store, she'd be fine, man. But you don't come on the internet like that, man.
Well, I'm gonna
You're in
be
front of
real.
too many people, bruh.
And no, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, on a
well,
show like
hold on.
that
Let
too.
me, let me complete the sentence. I'm
Go
not
ahead.
disagreeing with the fact that you have a right to have a preference. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is, I'm not offended by how she looks right now. The things that I
Yeah.
take exception to is the fact that, as I stated earlier, she got in the car and took a ride with a man she don't know. That's the
No,
thing
no.
that I disagree with.
Right. I'm not offended by her looks or the way she's presenting herself. I'm not offended by it. I'm just saying
Right.
it's not a great look in my opinion. You know, to come out on the internet like this. If they was trolling around on a show like respectfully, it's Ashley got a big platform. You know, if it was a smaller channel, she popped in for a second, that'd be a little bit different. But if I'm gonna go on Ashley or Kendra's, I'm gonna be suited and booty. Like if I ever go up there to troll, because if I ever went up there, it's gonna be the troll. I'm gonna
Right.
show out, you know. The
And
lip
one
Right.
thing I do
coming
have to
out,
say,
shades. I'm gonna act out.
no,
Jewelry.
I hear you
Yeah,
for
yeah, I'm
sure.
acting out.
But I gotta say this, and don't think I missed your point, brother. I
Yeah,
definitely heard that. But I
yeah,
do
yeah.
gotta say, HQ is
Yeah.
pausing the screen on the most unflattering angles of the sister. Because when the sister's speaking and talking and smiling, she looking good. But look how you gotta pause right now. You feel me? You
Is,
feel
is
me? You
is there
couldn't pause it
is
and
there
look in a
any
way that look
better
more
angles?
flattering.
I'm
Is
I,
there
like they're
the
not even
I hear
conversation with you.
is that a better angle? Like, what are we talking about, man? Come on, bro. All
That's
right,
basically
all
how
right.
it was. My
I
sister,
digress. I
no,
digress.
she's not an ugly woman. That's not what we're saying.
Yeah,
I'm
never
pretty sure
said
that's
that.
not what he's saying. It's just that on Ashley's show, when you come on Ashley's show, Ashley has a level of when she wants to see you putting your best angle and your best foot forward when you get on her show. And he's just saying it's not the best foot forward that she got right here. That's all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her. She's not an ugly woman. She's just not put together
Right.
like an Ashley show contestant would probably be. That's all.
Exactly. And think about this. Like, she ain't in nothing serious. She ain't married. I'm not in nothing serious, respectfully. So if I went up on those shows, I'm definitely gonna show out because you don't know what woman is gonna see that interview
Right.
and be like, you know what, man, this guy kind of went up there. You know, I think I'm gonna hop in that DM and see what this fool talking about.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. And
No,
she's looking
I get your point for sure. I definitely get your point.
right. Black America. Black America. Okay,
Black,
maybe.
go ahead,
Sorry,
player.
sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I just hey everybody, hey Pan, HQ,
Hey,
the lady of the hour, and Big Lex, the big dog.
Right.
salute.
Um, I so Pan, I just had I have one question for you, brother. What because I don't see her as being presentable. Lex doesn't see her as being presentable. Do you have a bottom where you would say, hey, you need to do something about yourself? You don't look presentable when it comes to a black woman.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, definitely.
Okay. Because every time, a lady, a lady comes up, it's like, oh, this is a big, beautiful queen and this, that, and the other. I'm just
That's a
asking, but
beautiful woman
go,
on the screen. I'm just being honest, man. Now, if she would have got up here and had, let's say, crust in her eyes, or it looked like her dental hygiene wasn't up to par, or maybe a hair hat, aka a wig, then I would have some criticisms. But right now, this is a beautiful brown skinned woman with her natural hair. She doesn't look dirty. She looks hygienic. This is a beautiful woman to me, really,
so,
in her
so,
purest,
so in,
naturalist form.
so in other words, a woman has to look like she crawled out of a dumpster in order to be like unseen. She
Or
she has
well,
to look
well, you
like
left out a
a
few
garbage
details.
pail kid.
You left out a few details. Also, I criticized the artificial enhancements that a lot of women wear, such as the wigs,
I
the
I dig it.
eyelashes,
I
uh,
I dig it.
the makeup,
I dig it.
etc., etc.
All right. Go ahead and play the video, HQ. I'm
Yeah, like
sorry
how?
for.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like he just had checked out from the table completely. He went to the bathroom, and when he came back and sat down, he was on the phone when he sat down. I'm not saying nothing. He telling the person on the phone like, "I'm gonna talk to you about that later." And so I'm like, like because you just went completely off about literally nothing. Then you go to the bathroom and get on a call and come back and sit down in front of me, and now you're like, "Oh, I'll talk to you about that later." You're ending the call. I hope you're not feeling no type of way because I was on the phone. And I was like, no, I wasn't feeling no type of way because you was on the phone. I'm like, I know you know people outside of just me in the world. Like, you got a life too. I don't know who you could have been talking to your mama for all I knew. So I wasn't upset. But I felt like you did it out of spite to be funny. So we get in the car and he's like, we can stay down here tonight if you want to. No, I don't want to stay, we can just do as planned, go back home. And he was
Mm.
like, well, if I want to stay, do you think you would have somebody that'll be able to come pick you up? And I was like, no, you brought me down here. Like, I left my
Yeah.
car to come down here with you. And I'm not going to stay nowhere with you because, for one, we're not on that level. And for two, you just went off about a small phone call that literally was nothing.
Who's not caught up on what just happened. So with Kia, she's on a first date with the man.
Right.
However, Wakia left her car at the
Hey, can you
Applebee's,
pause
which
it real
was an
quick?
hour away.
I apologize for
Yeah.
interrupting.
Go ahead.
And before I drop down, because I'm getting a phone call right now, but this is why I said to the sisters, always drive to the first date. I literally just said that before this
Yes.
clip. But
Yes.
peace. Thanks for having me up.
Okay. Come
If I
back.
got time, I'll come back in a minute. But thank you.
Okay.
Much love.
All right.
Peace.
Come back. Yeah, he is right. I gotta agree with him. Her going to a first date and going out of town with a first date is dangerous. She never knows where she ended up at. He could drive her back to his town and do any number of things.
Yeah, that's
And you
that's
could never
the
know.
the woman respectfully is desperate. With
Right.
all due respect.
Yes.
Right.
This is
Yeah,
thirsty. This is a
yeah.
thirsty woman.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no way she's thinking about her child, thinking about anything else. If you go a whole hour and a half and this is your first date, hour and a half, and you haven't made plans. Like, I can understand if, okay, you said, I lived in California and you lived in New York. Let's meet in the middle. We just gonna meet in the middle. I got my hotel, and we're gonna meet here or X, Y, and Z. But you drove with this person in his car to another location. He could drive you anywhere. Yeah, this is desperation right here. Yes.
Yes, desperate.
She didn't.
And I mean, respectfully, and again, I don't want to be rude to this girl. This is somebody's daughter and probably sister or whatever, but respectfully, she really ain't probably got too many options of guys she really likes like that. And so when something like that has come up, she ready to knock down the forest to get it. So, yep.
And Lex is leaving out this key thing. He just talked himself out of that coochie. Like that, that coochie, he talked himself out of it. If any woman get in a car with you and it's going to go an hour and a half, she is willing to go all the way.
Facts.
Because
you at least put it on the table. You at least put it on the table.
100%.
You know,
100%. Because that's probably the only thing I've ever heard Pan said that I could have just wholeheartedly agreed with. That is a very dangerous situation, and not having somebody to come get you. She should have lied and said, "Yeah, well, my dad will come get me." Somebody supposed to be able to come get your punk ass, no matter where you at.
But here's my thing. You should. I'm not going anywhere unless I got a way to get home. Even if I decided I was gonna go with this person, that's all he had to say was, "Would you mind if I stayed and somebody came and got you?" I'd have been like, "Not a problem," and stayed right in the restaurant. I will see you some other time. And I'd have called me an Uber. I'd have did something, but I'd have made sure that I didn't have you to deal with anymore.
HQ, these women don't have money like that. These women don't have money like that, HQ. I keep telling you.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
I mean, people hate it, but I keep credit card. I keep a credit card. I keep credit cards on me.
That's
one way, shape, or form. I ain't never gonna be ass out nowhere.
HQ, let me say this, and Black Americans touched on it. I think I touched on it before too.
Right.
Like, respectfully, and that's great. You know, like you come from that. You know what I'm saying? That type of teaching, intact family, probably outside relatives, outside your immediate family that was helpful and taught stuff. And then when you had your own family, you did the same for that. Many of these women that find themselves up here don't have that. You know, they come from generations and generations of people who have not had proper structure. So, like,
It's terrible. I mean,
it's unfortunate.
It's a thing. Because you get into problems all over the world. People get in problems all over the world. Like I've been teaching. I teach my daughters. I touch my granddaughters.
Yeah.
We got a code word. All the women in the family, of my children, have code word. Right. We have a code word. So if they're in trouble in any way, shape, or form, that's all they gotta do is say the code word, and I'll come and get you. Or I send somebody to come and get you. Right. Like if my daughter was in a situation where she couldn't get home and she said strawberry, she knows that's the code word. All of us girls know that.
Right.
So these young ladies should have somebody that they can have a code word with, a backup plan with, before you do any of these kind of things, because you never know what's going to happen out in the world. And you don't have no money. If you ass out and got no money, most people got a phone, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Most people got a phone, or let somebody let you borrow a phone.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to contact somebody in order to do that. Even if I didn't have no money, I could take an Uber from anywhere to somebody's door, and they will pay the Uber for me, right?
Yeah.
Or however it needs to work.
No, I get the gist of where you're going, and see that's great, and that's a form of structure though. So family secrets and plan and game plans that are passed down. You know. Yeah, like those things don't exist. Like, honestly, if she was from the right family, she wouldn't even be in this situation. She wouldn't be on this show, and they would have got on her ASS and made her lose that weight. And she'd be a much better representative of herself, and she already have a guy. Well, she have
but here's the good thing.
Quality guy.
Here's the good thing.
Yeah.
She called into.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, she's looking.
She needs something.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's not working. What she got going ain't working, and she looking for an out for sure.
Right. So I mean,
but does
I have
Ashley
more respect
actually
for women who do
Now,
at
I'm not
least.
saying
Ashley
Ashley is the
actually
right
help them
messenger
though?
though.
Does
You
she
said what?
actually help these women though? Does Ashley actually help these women by telling them the truth and being honest with them?
What do you think, Triple? Do she be telling them the truth? Is she honest most of the
I
time?
would say in Ashley case, sometimes she do and sometimes
Percentage,
she don't. Like
percentage wise, what you think?
yeah, it's like it's for me it's 50-50. Some things she say I agree with to the T, but she say a lot of stuff that I don't agree with. So
Right.
I mean
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Black America, especially where you coming from. It's like I'm not 100% sure she's the right messenger. She's a better messenger than Kendra, but maybe that ain't saying much though.
I think of her as closer to the what's that damn lady name? Sprinkle. I think she's like in the role of the Sprinkle lady. She's just
So
more
that's horrible
Oh,
then. So
that's
that
terrible
is
she's more
though.
palatable.
That's a diss.
that's
That ain't
really
a
bad.
compliment. That's
Like
That's
bad.
really bad, HQ.
she's more
Yeah.
palatable. She's more palatable than the Sprinkle. The Sprinkle lady is just like, get the money. I don't care. You ain't gotta love them. That kind of thing.
Yeah, she told
Ashley's
the
more
girl.
right. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish up. My bad.
No, I was finna say that Ashley is more of the level up and look for a rich man, and you can fall in love with a rich man as well as a poor man. She's more like that. She doesn't say that's all you need to chase is rich men like a Sprinkle do.
The only thing I guess where the good advice from Ashley comes in is like when the one girl was up there, when they call in and the guy be like just stringing them along for years and years and years, and they want to be in something serious.
Mm-hmm.
On that front, yeah, she kind of kicked good quality game for him, but you're right. In a lot of these other scenarios, she all about the bag. And
Right.
that's like, that's bad. Like you say, being like Shira 7, that's terrible.
Right. I mean, that's the audience that Shira 7. That's the audience that Shira 7 Shira 7 does. But Ashley gets the same women. Ashley actually talks to the same women, but she's more of get yourself in order, would lose the weight, do X, Y, and Z, and then if you're gonna attract a rich guy, you're gonna attract a rich guy.
Yeah.
Not that you go completely after a rich guy to get his money. That's not what Ashley does.
Yeah, she tell him to lose weight. She say some good stuff.
Right.
Like some of the stuff is good,
Right.
but it's it's all over the place. It's tough to really put an arrow on it. I don't know if I could just recommend I would send a young girl up here for advice.
No, I wouldn't it's not that I would it's not that I would discourage her or encourage it. As long as you don't take everything to heart and that's just your guru, that's your go-to woman. Like a lot of women's go-to woman is the Shira 7 person. If that's your go-to person, then you're on the internet looking at the wrong person, right? Because I don't know what Ashley's marital or relationship history is. I don't know what her history is. Has she ever been married? Is she married? Does she have a boyfriend? I mean,
Ashley married.
Oh, okay. Ashley's married.
Yeah,
okay, so you don't know we don't know anything about Ashley except that she's married. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know too much about her guy or nothing. I ain't saying that. But
okay.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen him on camera or I've never heard her refer to him at all. So I don't know. Anyway, let's finish.
He didn't want him to pick her up from her home just for safety issues. So he picked her up from the Applebee's close to her house. When he picked her up from the Applebee's, they drove for 1 hour to their. Now they have left the restaurant, and now he's telling you, hey, guess what? I'm not trying to drive an hour back to the car or back to our city.
Right.
Let's just stay here for the night. And you're saying, no, I don't want to stay here for the night. No, I want to go home. And he's like, well, can you get someone to pick you up?
Okay, so after that, we stopped at like a Circle K, and he got out of the car. He was like, I'm going to get some gas or whatever. And so I'm just sitting in the car. But I share location with like my brother, my sister, my aunt, psych. So everybody knows where I am. And prior to me going on the date, I already called my aunt and was like, okay, I'm going on a date with this guy. And I'm just like giving her everything that she could possibly need and use if anything was happening. So I'm texting her while he's in the store, and I'm already telling her, like, he already asked to stay here. I said no. And I told her about the little thing he did coming back from the bathroom on the phone. And she was like, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. She was like, I see your location. She was like, I don't know what he's going to do. You don't know either. She was like, so I'm just going to go ahead and get in my car and head to you. She was like, the GPS is showing that you're like 54 minutes away from me. She was like, so I'm going to go ahead and head to you. She was like, I'm just going to follow. Like, she can see me moving. Of course, iPhone users know. So she's just like, I'm gonna come follow to you. We get like on this little interstate that's not towards home. At this moment, I pack in my purse wherever I go. I'm straight wherever I go.
She got her a gun. Oh, I mean,
she got heat.
Bang bang. She got bang. She got heat. Okay. She wasn't dumb.
Yeah.
She got heat in her purse.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. I mean, I would never.
Why she just didn't get out at the Circle K then?
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
If you felt like it was a weirdo thing, yeah, I would have got out at Circle K and I would have left it at that. Would have never even went, and we wouldn't even had to go this far. But she was determined. Her pride was determined to make him take her back to where her car was. Didn't she just say her friend was on the way to get her? Ain't that what they said, Triple? Or their friend was heading that way or something like that?
I believe. Go ahead.
Or was that her friend? Her friend was heading to her, right?
No, her aunt had her location and she was headed towards her.
Okay. She could have got out. She could have got out at that doggone Circle K and been done with it. Wow. Or sent her some Uber money. Any of those things. This is crazy.
I got my purse. I got what I need in my purse. I'm just being quiet. Like, he got the music playing. He on the phone. And I'm guessing it was his brother because he on the phone and he like, yeah, that's why bees or whatever, because they do disrespectful S. And so I'm not saying nothing, but I'm just sitting there looking like, are you talking about me in front of my face? So he pulls up at this hotel.
So he takes you to the hotel, although you've already told him
that
I'm not comfortable. I don't want to stay the night. I don't want to go to a hotel. I want to go home. Yep. But you are calm because you have a peace.
And that wasn't even the only reason why I didn't say too much, because like at the end of the day, I'm a woman, he's a man. And I don't know who you know in this city or what you may have going on. So I didn't want to make things like worse. You get what I'm saying? I didn't want to like be trying to go off.
So why didn't you just get out of the car, go to the window of the hotel and tell the hotel to call the police? Don't even listen to what he got to say. Don't say nothing else.
She don't need the police. He hasn't done anything to her. She doesn't need the police.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking of me. I would call police. But she has a gun. Well, I mean, I don't know whether people just pull that out randomly. I don't know what they do with a banger. I don't know what they do. So I'm saying call the police. I don't know.
And then I'm in like a losing situation. I'm already knowing that somebody is on the way to me. So I'm just trying to like be chill. So when he pulls up to the hotel, he pulls like under the thing right there, you know, when you drive up to the door, I'm just like, what are you doing? And he was like, well, I'm getting me a room. And I was like, okay, well, you can get you a room, but I'm not staying. I was like, I'm not staying here. He was like, well, you might as well stay because I'm not going to drive you all the way back and we're going to leave right in the morning. And I'm like, I'm not comfortable with staying. He goes in there. When he goes in there, I got out at the hotel and I walked in because I know that when you come to a hotel and you walk in the front doors, a camera is catching y'all. So I'm like, all right, I got to play this smart. I walked in there. I walked like to the front desk, like behind him, you know, being chill. And he was like, why you got out the car for? He was like, why you got the car for? He was like, I was going to get the key. We was going to park on the side and we was going to come inside or whatever. And so that's a red flag too, because you getting upset because I walked in the front door and you're telling me you was gonna get the key.
That means he's also thinking 2 steps ahead as well, Wakia.
At least he think he was. He was like, well, if you're not leaving with us, he was like, you think you can get somebody to meet us on like getting off the exit so they can pick you up? And I was like, oh, roll. I'll just tell her to meet me right there and pick me up or whatever. So we get on the interstate. He's driving.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I'm sitting down in the lobby of the hotel right there, and I ain't moving till my friend come.
Now she's lying.
We in a hotel. You crazy?
She's lying now. Now she's lying, and she just wants to talk. Excuse me.
Wow.
This is what Zeus be saying, gaslighting. This is lying, and this is I want to hear myself talk because I know just like Lex know. Lex, we go get a room, and the broad don't want to come in. What she gonna do? She gonna sit right in the lobby. We gonna go in the room, and we not even gonna think about it. This is all fabricated.
Facts.
Wow. Let's listen.
Driving like
I'm not taking her nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, because I brought you all the way down here for this. For all of this, I could have just stayed home. I could have just stayed home and relaxed by myself for the weekend. And now I'm heated because you're going off for no reason. You're going off and you trying to make a plan for me without my consent, for one. And for two, you're trying to force me to stay someplace that I'm not going to stay. So we getting towards the exit. Okay, now you passed the exit that we're supposed to go on to meet my aunt to get me on. And you're like, oh, matter of fact, if that's the case, then they tell if you ain't staying and if you already got somebody down here, if that's the case, then guess what? I'm going back to my room. They can come get you from my room. So I was like, actually, you can stop this month right here and you can put me the fuck out. I got out the car. I got my bag. We put up at another Circle K. So I got out of the car. He went speeding off, drove off. I was still standing there at the gas station. So my aunt is like, I'm calling her and I'm like, yeah, I'm already out of his car, like out. And she like, he put you out and just drove off or whatever. And I was like, basically, he was mad because I didn't want to stay or whatever. So while I'm standing there, I see a car, like I hear on the highway, like the horns are like blowing. People like blowing a horn. He like dashing through traffic through the red light to come back to the store. So at this point, I'm going inside the store.
So wait, Wakia. No.
Hold on. Don't y'all be talking on the internet for a couple weeks to a couple months at least to get an idea of the temperament of these people. And when you find out that
HQ, she's lying. She had an overnight bag. She
capping. She's definitely capping.
She had an overnight bag.
Like you said, in the club. She had a bag, and that's why I said everything from here on out is just a lie. She's lying.
That's cute. This is
I grabbed my bag. I listened very well.
Hey, facts.
She get her bag out of the car. Wait a minute, hold on. We gotta go back.
Go ahead. Hey, this is like one of those stories. Me and Black America hanging out. It's crazy. Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
So we getting towards the exit. Okay, now you passed the exit that we're supposed to go on to meet my aunt to get me on. And you're like, oh, matter of fact, if that's the case, then they tell if you ain't staying and if you already got somebody down here, if that's the case, then guess what? I'm going back to my room. They can come get you from my room. So I was like, actually, you can stop this month right here and you can put me the fuck out. I got out the car. I got my bag. We put up at another Circle K. So I got out of the car. He went speeding off, drove off. I was still standing there at the gas station. So my aunt is like, I'm calling her and I'm like, yeah, I'm already out of his car, like out. And she like, he put you out and just drove off or whatever. And I was like, basically, he was mad because I didn't want to stay or whatever. So while I'm standing there, I see a car, like I hear on the highway, like the horns are like blowing. People like blowing a horn. He like dashing through traffic through the red light to come back to the store. So at this point, I'm going inside the store.
So wait, Wakia.
Wait a minute. I gotta know. I don't call the bag a bag. I call bags purses. Do women call purses bags? Because I thought they were purses.
Yes, because
you dipped out.
But
I mean,
black. Go ahead. Say it again, brother. Say it again.
no, he dipped. He went out.
Black.
she got out the car and grabbed her bag. It was an overnight bag.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So it was an overnight bag. Okay. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
This crazy.
No.
No,
This can't be real life.
Swear to God.
No.
Instantly, from that moment, I was on the phone with my aunt, so she could hear me talking and everything. She was like, Tanisha, put it on three-way, but call the police. So I put it on three-way. I called 911 at like a Waffle House. So he drove over there.
Right.
So while he was driving over there, the guy was already in the parking lot and I was inside of the store. So I was like standing like beside the ATM so I could look out of the window.
Mhm.
When I tell you, he came barging into the store like, come on, let's go. Because I brought you down here, so I'm taking you home. Because I don't want nobody trying to say I did nothing to you. So come on, let's go. I'm taking you back home. And so I'm just literally staring at him. Like, I'm not saying nothing. So the police come walking in the store and he like, is there a problem? And he said, I'm trying to bring my girlfriend. My girlfriend got mad with me, and I'm just trying to tell her, come on, we don't gotta do all this. And
That's
the officer
wild.
was asking me like my name to see my ID and everything. And he was like, are y'all, boyfriend and girlfriend? I was like, sir, this is my first date with him. Like, I don't we not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not a couple or nothing. He was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, I'm just waiting right here until my aunt gets here because my aunt is coming to pick me up. My aunt ended up coming. By the time my aunt got there, he had left. The guy had left. The police was like, I'm not leaving you. He was like, I'm staying right here with you the whole time.
Sounds like you're about to give us a lesson. So give us 3 lessons or 2 lessons that you learned from this
And
experience.
they better be goddamn good. These 3 things that she learned better be goddamn good.
First thing I knew from that moment, and I learned from that moment, and I even tell it to younger girls now, I know it's like a luxury girl thing. Oh, he's going to pick me up. We're going to go somewhere. Drive your own vehicle so when you're uncomfortable, you can leave whenever you're ready. And in case they want to go somewhere that you don't want to go, you can always get in your car and go. Second thing, pay attention. Second thing I learned is you got to pay attention to those men who are kind of like, if you do something and they give like that raw, like the thing he did when I was on the phone with my baby daddy. Like, I get off the phone and then he was tit for tat. That was something I learned, like, that's childish. Attention to men who want to do that tit for tat thing.
Thank you for keep sharing that. And I'm assuming you don't do Facebook dating app anymore. I'm sure
No.
that's over as well.
What's her third lesson? She didn't say her third lesson. She the crash out. Yeah, don't go nowhere on no date. The same. Don't do that. She should have got up from the table off that first thing that he did. He should have got up off the table from that first thing that she did. But neither one of them did, so I'm assuming they both on the same level. So okay, fine. But when he snapped on her, that's when she should have definitely left. If we looking at it from the female perspective,
he was trying to get some buzz. He was trying to get some buzz. He was focused on some cheeks. So he wasn't trying to remember vagina adjacent. It doesn't matter what's going on. He needed to get some buzz, and that's why he took her to the room, even though and that's what she came down there for. Keep it real. She came down there to give up the cheese. But it went wrong.
It went wrong. Yes, definitely.
It went wrong, and he talked himself out of the cheeks.
Right.
And and that's that. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose.
And see, here's the lesson. The lesson is stop expecting to get cheeks on the first night, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get disappointed, especially if they decide to change their mind. So that should never even be
100% not 100% not true. That's 100% not
true. Yes. Because I ain't never gave nobody no pussy on the first date, and it's between me and her, so that's 50%. So no, don't expect to get no pussy on the first date. Keep your mind clear of something like that. If I get lucky and get it, fine. 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna get it. Because most women ain't giving them no sex on the first date. They
That's
just ain't.
that's cap HQ.
No, I
A
know
lot of
they
it
not.
comes down to who in front of them.
If I have been
If
talking
you was
to
out
you
with
for weeks and weeks
Denzel
and
on the
weeks,
first date,
I'm saying if I have been talking to you for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we done FaceTime, we done did X, Y, and Z, maybe, but not me meeting you one time and then that's it. No,
They had been
unless you just a
talking on
whore.
that. They had been talking on the dating app. That's why she
So how
came
she getting
down
those
there
days?
with an overnight bag. She
I'm
already
saying
knew it was
right,
going down.
but I'm saying don't look for it. If you get it, it's a bonus. But you don't fucking crash out. You don't crash out like that because don't nobody give you no bonds. You crashed out. That you shouldn't expect nothing. You should never expect it. If it come along and it's a bonus, okay, great. But if she say no, then you take your no. You take your no and walk away. Don't be fucked up about it because somebody said no. Because I don't have to give you my body. I can decide not to give you my
I
body the
agree.
minute we touch the door.
I
So
agree
that's
with
where she went wrong. She went wrong because she pushed it all the way to the end. I'm going with you without a car. I ain't got no money. I can't come back. That's crazy. That's crazy.
that.
Ain't no
HQ,
way.
we
Ain't no
hear
way.
all the time. We hear all the time. These girls get flown out and they get stranded and not have a way back. We just had a IG model complaining that a Laker left her in Turks and Caicos because she wasn't going to give up any sex. We hear these stories all
yeah,
the time, HQ,
Right.
because most of these frauds are broke. They go
Crazy.
out and then when they don't want to put out, they get put out. That's
Yeah.
that's all because you know what you're here for.
Yeah. I mean, if you know what you're there for, if you know that's what you came for, and that was your mission, that was their mission, don't get mad if you get put out and don't get no more of the benefits of my money because you said you were gonna put out and you didn't put out. Don't be mad at that. I ain't mad at a dude at all if he makes it very clear. If you come on over here, you come on the boat, you come on this, that, and the third, you come to Turks and Caicos, you come up here, I'm flying you out. I want some cheeks. Don't be surprised if you got to get your ass home. All I'm saying is if there's a decision where you waver or not to give up the cheeks because something happened, then you need to have the money to come home. You shouldn't depend on nobody else to get you home and out of that situation that you put yourself into if that's the case. I'm always gonna have a black backup plan. Ain't no way you gonna have me ass out. The minute you say I got the X, Y, and Z is the minute I'm picking up the phone. Do, 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 do. Can I get a taxi to the airport? Where you going? I'm going where I'm going. I got money. I'm going. I'm out of there. It's gonna be a decision on me. Women put themselves in a position where it's a decision somebody else gotta make. Ain't nobody
Thank you for
making that
saying
decision
that.
for me.
Thank you for saying that. Women put themselves in these positions.
Yes.
Men
Yes.
aren't putting themselves. Lex is not going out and talking to a woman who he doesn't want to have sex with.
Right.
He's not going out and hey, do you play basketball? You want to be my friend? Guys don't do that type of stuff. So the women are putting themselves in these positions.
Right. You should never put yourself in that position if you know there might be a chance that you say I'm not going to do it, I am going to do it. Don't ever put yourself in a position to be ass out like this. Ass out like this because the whole point is he could have taken her somewhere and then this would have been a whole nother scenario, a whole nother story ending. But she got lucky that he let her out of the car. Well, at least he didn't try to keep her in the car. At least he didn't try to keep her in the hotel. At least he didn't do it. See, my thing is this. Why did he act goofy when they got out of the hotel, went into the hotel door, and the camera saw him? Why did he get goofy right then? That would bother me. Why did you
Well,
get goofy?
it's probably because she's unappealing. Like when she's at 3 a.m. You know what I mean? This is a girl you call at midnight, get there at 2:45, and you're gone by 3 o'clock in the morning. That's the kind of girl that this is. And I know women
Yeah.
don't like hearing
No,
that,
no,
but
but you can't say that. You cannot say that because your piece of gold is somebody's treasure. Your piece of
okay,
your piece of crap is somebody's.
HQ.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
HQ, come
You know
on.
what I'm saying? No, you cannot say that because now I don't see. You men said X, Y,
HQ,
and
what
Z.
would you rank this girl? What would you rank this girl?
Probably a 3 or 4.
Well, at what rating does a girl get deregulated to 2:45 in the morning? Like I've already made it clear. It's
Women,
two other
all
women on this.
all women have been called at 2 o'clock in the morning.
What
Gorgeous
he's
and
talking
ugly.
about on a regular though. Now
Gorgeous
we ain't just
and
talking
ugly.
about randomly getting called that. Like that's your designation. Again, I'm not putting this girl down, but respectfully, like I mentioned before, desperation was in the air with this girl from Get. She met a dude, she kind of somewhat dug, and she knew what it was. Think about it. We got two women up here, you and Ashley. You're probably 30 years older than this woman. I don't know for exactly. Ashley probably 35 years older than that woman. Ashley in her 60s. Yo, y'all both beating her like out of the water. It ain't even
but
a
we don't know
question
what
who
she
I would
looks
go
like.
out with.
We don't know what she looks like dressed up. We don't know.
HQ. You got two men up here telling you this.
We
Black
don't know
America,
what
which ones you rolling with, bro?
I don't know why women refuse to. There's a saying, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. Like all of these sayings are for a reason, HQ, and we've been living by these things for years, decades. Like so, I'm not saying that she's hideous, but just like Lex said, she has a slotted time slot. Women that are unattractive have a
but for
slotted
you,
time slot.
but that's for you. She might be
So
on the level. She might be on somebody's level. She's on. There's
right,
always
I
on people's
I
level.
I I I understand that, and that's why I also say, so a man like Pan, right? You seen me, you seen Lex. Pan refuses to cam up. I need to see what kind of level this man is on.
He
You see
said
what I mean?
he said she's a beautiful black woman. That's what he said.
Exact. And I've said before, he's a low class, low brow man. He is.
Yeah,
There's no way around it.
See,
There's no way around it. I'm sorry.
but he does. He definitely doesn't present himself that way.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't.
You don't even know what he looks like, HQ.
I know. I'm saying, but he does. He doesn't
And
present himself that way. So I'm
okay,
just saying.
but you haven't seen, so you don't know what he presents.
No, I don't know. And this woman is not a hideous looking woman. This is
I said she's. I didn't say she was hideous, but she's a 3-4. But she's a 3-4. She's a 4 on a great day, like where the stars are aligned and everything. That's not something you're trying to hang out with.
But wait a minute, hold on. This is not an ugly woman.
HQ, let me give you the real.
She's not an ugly woman.
Hey, HQ, do you want the real? Because we can stop all this back and forth.
Wait a minute, hold on. No, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me say this. Just because she's fat doesn't mean she's ugly.
We didn't say she was ugly.
Nobody said she was ugly.
I'm just saying.
Nobody ever said she was ugly.
Nobody ever said she was ugly. All I'm simply saying is, once you get to talking on average below a 5 for a man, for the most part, that woman is off most, if not all, men's radar. Okay? Once you get to talking about below 5, especially 2 notches below 5, like a 3, that ain't nothing a guy has really got his eye on, respectfully. It had to be something really going
but
on with
here's
that
the
guy.
thing.
Hold on. Remember that guy that was up here that had them buggy eyes with the glasses? Nah, he was fool with this. You see what I'm saying?
Let's be clear.
Yeah, what's going on?
She is an average looking woman.
No.
She's an average looking woman.
No.
I'm just trying to figure out what.
If she was average, she would be a 5. You did not say she was a 5. You know what you're figuring out. You gaslighting, HQ.
No, I'm not. I'm saying most average people, average to below average. Most people don't hit 7, 8, and 9. Most people are not going to hit 7, 8, and 9.
I agree. She don't need to be a
7. Most people are going to hit below that. So
I wouldn't say that.
I'm saying I'm aiming for people. I'm aiming for everyday average normal looking people. And this is an everyday average normal looking woman.
I would say she's not normal looking. You know, if she was, she'd probably be a 5. You know, and that's not me taking no shots at her or nothing, because again, I don't have no problem with her. She's not ugly. She who knows? She easily be that if she lost weight, you know. But yeah, so she definitely got some potential to be better. But we're talking about where she at in the game now. That's why she did what she did. If this same girl was 135 pounds, she would have no reason to do what she did. She wouldn't do it because she already had guys. So right. That's all I'm saying, baby.
I mean, I feel sorry for people out here looking for a partner too, because it's like, this is wild. It's like we keep missing each other.
Yeah, this story is like me saying I'm going to Vegas,
right,
and hanging out with Black America, and then ninjas jumped out, and I just started whooping their ass, and then we rolled off in the white Rolls Royce. If you want to believe that, that's how it went down. You're welcome too, but something tell me you would have some sneaking suspicion about that story, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Maybe.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you would.
Let's listen to that.
Yeah. So
one thing that I am learning that I always tell the ladies here is not to meet men off of dating apps. I'm not saying every man on a dating app is bad, but I would prefer that most women go out into the world and meet their person, like organically, feel their vibe, get a sense of their energy, all of these things. So drive to your date, Uber to your date, train, bus, however you got to get there. But no one should be picking you up from your house on your first date. People shouldn't know where you live. Right. Every story was Ash.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And respectfully, that's somebody's daughter. Like I said, she probably had brothers, sister. I'm sure she's I don't mean any malice toward her at all. And I want to be clear about that. I'm not up here to talk about anybody, but she's doing what she's doing for a reason.
That's why.
And she's in that position for a reason.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
We finna run up to Kendra. We going over to Kendra's show. Let's see what she got to say.
Kendra thinks she look good right there.
Y'all wrong as hell. She ain't bad.
Oh, there you go. How many followers do you have?
Wait a minute. She don't have no makeup on. The other girl looks better than her.
See, I don't know. That's why it's so confusing.
Because
sometimes they're like, you gotta have a minimum amount of followers.
You know why?
I don't know, child, but you hear, yay.
Why?
She looks better than the other girl just off the fact that she's in better shape. Like if that girl.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That girl, I never said something was wrong with that other girl's face, but based on what I was seeing, I knew it was a whole lot to that girl, and it was gonna be a This girl, if that other girl's 135 pounds, she would.
Wait a minute. See, now you talking about her weight.
The weight has a direct impact on her looks.
Wait a minute. Then weight shouldn't have no factor when you say.
What are we talking about? Yeah, the weight has a direct impact on somebody.
So when they, it depends on what your personal taste is, whether they fat or not, but they look good or not.
There's a universal beauty standard though, and the universal beauty standard is most, if not all men. Almost all men will prefer that woman a lot thinner. Like I'm gonna tell you like this: it's some girls that like skinny guys, but on average, most women will probably be like, "Hey, if he had 30 pounds more of muscle mass, Pierre, I would like that more." That's just how it is, HQ.
Yeah,
Is it fair?
We just went through this the other day.
And
that you found a lady that was heavy set. You found her attractive. So
that lady is a unicorn. That lady looks
because the Black America found one. Because Black America found one too.
But that lady's looks that lady's looks represent 5% or lower of 14s. Like there's no I also said if that lady was a size 8, she'd be the GOAT. I said she'd be the baddest chick out here if she was an 8. That should tell you all you need to know how bad she was.
I'm saying to you, you cannot say because she's heavier, she's less attractive.
That has a direct impact on the looks.
Because there's beautiful women out there that are heavy. Black America, who threw us all for a loop, came up with a beautiful light-skinned heavy sister.
These girls are the exception. You came up with a beautiful heavy. No, there ain't no exceptions.
They are. They will be regular. They regular ordinary girls. And on top of that, I don't believe y'all when y'all say that don't know men deal with fat women.
I didn't say they didn't. It's guys, of course, deal with fat women. Go ahead.
HQ be having these agendas. That's why she's showing all of these type of chicks. She got an agenda. She's doing this on purpose. She got
I'm not trolling. I am not trolling.
You got an agenda though. You trying to prove a point.
They proved their own point. They did their own thing.
So
all these months, y'all been on here talking about we don't like fat women, all fat women, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Black America said, "Ooh, Tabria Majors is fine." Out of the blue, Triple, she look good, big lady. What the fuck? What do you mean?
It's a
don't tell me that all black men don't like the black men. Some men are not going for no fat women because you lying in.
HQ, listen, think about this. Let's put things in perspective, and I'm gonna get a mic to tie. I've come up here and said 6 to 10 is what my preference is, right? I've been clear with that. However, I said there's always exceptions. The girl I posted, she was like a 14. There's exceptions, okay? She's an exception to that rule.
And I accept that.
Yeah.
So when you say
I never said all. I never said all.
Okay. Then I don't expect y'all to say nobody likes fat women.
We never said that.
Okay.
Who said nobody and never ever in the history? All right,
we're gonna remember this conversation. I ain't trolling. I know what I heard from y'all. Even what is it? Because you said there was nothing wrong with her face. Well, there's nothing wrong with her face.
This is what I said. I said I don't see anything completely wrong with the woman's face. So if that woman, she's probably 235 pounds. If she dropped down to 135 pounds and the body was tight, she would probably be a decent, nice looking woman. You know,
she can get a man if she wants a man.
Hey, I never said she could, HQ. And you know what? And if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk too. So you know, let's be real here now too, okay?
I'm just saying, your gold is somebody's garbage, and vice versa. So when we get women up here, so when you get women up here that may be overweight, they might even look good for being overweight. So you can't say they can't get what they want, because there's men who like big women, and sometimes they can get what they want.
Look, that woman was a unicorn at that 14. Drake messed with her. That's all you need to know. Drake messed with that girl I posted.
Which one? Oh, the girl you posted? Yeah.
Yeah, Drake messed with her. What else do you need to know? Yeah,
I'm saying, I'm just saying
that 14 is a unicorn. Okay,
I'm just saying when we hear
14s.
I'm just saying when we hear men say, "Don't nobody want to deal with fat women," I know y'all lying because some of y'all will deal with fat women.
HQ, why you got to get up here and do this, baby? I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed.
I'm just saying. I mean, because if you turn a woman down, and say she's on a low level because
I didn't say that.
Woman,
I didn't say that.
Woman. You say she's not an attractive woman because of her face, then I would believe you. But you didn't say her face. You said wasn't nothing wrong with her face. So what was wrong with her? It had to be the weight. And I'm saying
you're moving the goalpost.
But if weight don't bother you, I'm saying if weight don't bother you in some exceptions, then weight don't bother other men in certain sections.
HQ, why do you want to put all these girls on us like that? Come on.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not trying to do anything.
And you turned down heavy set.
I have never got on here and said I would never date a light-skinned, heavy set. I've never said that. I didn't say heavy set.
You said
I said short.
Too short.
That's the only thing.
You said 5'6" is too short.
Yes.
Like you're too good for these guys or something. Get over it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
the nerve of you, HQ. The nerve. Don't do that. Come on.
You have never heard me get on here and say I would never talk to a light-skinned guy. I would never talk to a heavy-set guy. I've never gotten on here and said that.
You said 5'6" was a problem.
I said 5'6" because it's shorter than me.
So what? What does that mean? Come on. No. HQ, don't do that. Don't act like that now. Be a good girl. Be a good girl.
Let's listen to this.
Play the video, baby.
A-type, bro.
Put the camera in your face, honey. Oh, there you go. Okay. What's your name, love? Kendra G Singles, the dating app. It's available now on iPhones and Android phones.
My name is Mia.
Mia, and where are you calling me from?
I'm from Chicago.
How old are you, Mia?
I'm 22.
22, and what you do for a living?
I work at
She got to talk up some more.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
No, I don't have no kids.
You ever been married?
No.
Okay. Talk a little louder, love. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Libra.
A what, honey?
A Libra.
A Libra. Okay. I was just in Chicago. You know, I used to live in Chicago. So we got Mia, Chicago, 22 Libra, works at T-Mobile, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I'm really looking for, like, a provider. Not really someone that's going to, take over all my bills. Just someone that can, be there for me, like when I need my nails done, things like that. I'm not looking for someone to, like come in and be like, oh, I need this man to pay all my bills. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that I can build with, create stability with, eventually have a family with.
Yeah, okay.
What are your deal breakers?
A 5-head bay. You wrong as hell for that 3 a.m. I see what you mean.
Yeah, she got
a liar.
What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with her?
Her head stacked on top of another head.
She I don't know. Something sits off with it. I don't know. Something wild. 8-3 tie.
Someone that's not, really truthful. I really don't like cheaters. People that are very deceitful.
Is that her hair triple?
I could work with her.
Okay, so say
she ain't my cup of tea, but I'll take her before what we done seen. That's for sure.
What about her type, pro?
Man, her head is massive, and I got a big head myself. She looks like she Sudanese or something, but
she look African. Yeah.
So like, if I was out with a homeboy and he had a friend, and her friend brought her, and it was just like that was I would kick it with her for that situation, but I wouldn't approach her or something like that.
You wouldn't go on no date with her. She wouldn't be your first choice.
I would see. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I
That'll
wouldn't
be
shoot at her if I was out macking. I wouldn't shoot at her.
facts.
Say it one more time.
She ain't got no kids. She's seems to be submissive. She ain't out there like that, and you still wouldn't pick her. And she ain't that old either.
But I would have to get to like if it was a situation where I had to talk to her, like taking one for the team type of time, and she seemed like she probably cool. Then you know what I'm saying, cool. But it ain't nobody I would see and be like, oh, I need to bag that.
Oh, okay.
People that are deceitful, that do things, that they shouldn't do. I really don't like cheaters. That's my main thing. Cheaters and people that are not loyal and people that lie. That's really a big thing for me.
Okay. Should he be in Chicago?
No, he doesn't necessarily have to be in Chicago.
Okay. What's the age range you would date?
25 and up.
25 and up. Could he have kids?
I mean, honestly, I really don't like people with kids.
Do you want kids yourself, or you don't like kids, period?
I don't know. I'm really not. I'm at a point in life where I'm just trying to get my money right. I'm really not thinking about kids, but further down the line, yes.
All right. Should he look a certain way?
I really don't care about looks.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
It really doesn't matter about money. It's about like who they are as a person.
You know what? You know what's wrong with her? She's not compelling enough to even go over there and talk to her. Her story is not interesting enough to go over there and talk to her. She's just like a slab of peanut butter. You just slap it on a piece of bread, and then that's it.
It's that head, HQ.
Hey, HQ, can I ask you a question?
You can hide the head. What?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How many women would you say come up on these shows on average that's just got like a personality where you like, wow, a guy really be intrigued by them?
There's
percentage wise, baby.
Percentage wise, you probably gonna run into who have a personality that would be worth an exchange for maybe about 60% of them. But then they're like, some are like her, okay, where
I didn't say worth an exchange. I said like a compelling personality, not worth an exchange.
Oh well, not many people have compelling personalities. We're just regular, ordinary. Our life is what's compelling. Our story, our history is what's compelling.
Think about this. People watch your panel for 4 hours at a time. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, but I'm not a compelling person. I just have a
collectively. Well, besides you trolling and starting trouble, but collectively, it's between you and the rest of these panelists. The conversation is collectively compelling. If it was 4 of these women up there like her talking, it'd be 2 people watching this chat right now, if that. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about.
Triple.
Yeah, you not only. Well, in addition to you starting trouble, but you got a lot of compelling people that come up here. Right. So yeah, so those women exist. It's just exceedingly rare, and they're not gonna be on these shows, unfortunately, because they already got guys.
Right. I mean, but you an interesting character. This person, she might have just check for the record. She don't have no kids. She ain't looking to have kids right now. She's trying to gather her money. She's not out of shape. She's not any of those things. She has the check. She has some of the boxes checked that men look for, right? But even if you get those boxes checked, you still have to have somewhat of a personality. You still have to have something worth me talking to you about. Because if I go on a date with you, and every time I ask her, hey, what do you want to do S, B, and C? And then they say, oh, nothing. I'm just a mechanic. And then you stop. You don't have anything else beyond, well, I'm a mechanic. Like, if you, like, she's just not compelling enough for somebody to go over there. and then you find that out on the first date. I'm not dealing with anybody unless you have some kind of interesting character, some interesting personality that will keep us talking and conversing. And that's the reason why you get out of the bedroom. Why is she sitting in the bedroom on the bed? Why are you sitting on the bedroom in the bed? You need to be more compelling than what you are. There's a whole bunch of stuff that she could be saying, but she doesn't have enough of a life to be compelling for people. Yes, she's still kind of young, but at the age of 24, I had 2 kids. I had graduated from college. I taught high school. I taught English in high school. When I was 20 years old, they thought I was an 18-year-old student. I had stories from that. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff I would have had to say by the time I was 24, right?
But that ain't that none of that was compelling. I wouldn't care about none
So
of that
not
on a date with
compelling.
you. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't care about any of that if me and you had a date and you was telling me that stuff. I think that the personality that men are attracted to and women are attracted to a different type of personality from men, because most of the time women ain't really funny, or like the type of conversation, the type of things that we look for in a woman holding a conversation is different than what y'all look for in a man. Because men are supposed to be charming and charismatic. We're not really necessarily looking for that from you. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, the big women have the best personalities. They be the coolest chicks, but we don't really never know because
Yeah,
we
but
don't
why do
even
they
get
have the
there.
best personality? Why?
The same reason why they get the best gawk, and the same reason why they try to be a little more friendly, because they know that where they lack at in appearance, they got to make up for it and everything else. That's
Facts, facts, facts.
so bigger women gonna be cool as hell. They gonna look out for you. They gonna come
So
through
why
with
ain't the
whatever you
skinny
need.
chicks cool as hell?
Hold on. So
So why ain't the skinny chicks cool as
the
hell?
big women usually gonna make sure you fed. They gonna buy you drawers and toiletries. Like, they look at the little things you need. They listen to you. They real cool. They real down to earth, and they will, slurp and gurp you to the moon, because they're overcompensating for the fact that they're not physically the first to get chose. The women who are physically the first to get chose don't have to do as much, so they don't have to work as hard. All they got to do is be cute, look cute, laugh at a man's jokes, and ask a man questions and stroke his ego. And they're in the door. You get the difference?
Yeah, I get the difference.
All right.
That's
We'll come back.
100%. What he just said is 100% facts too.
I get it. I
I'm
get it.
glad I ain't tripping. Cause,
Mm.
Cause the big girls, like, when you down on your luck, it be the big ones that you be needing in your corner, because everybody else trying to extract resources from you. And when you try to make a plan and you just need some feminine energy, it do be I won't even just say a big one. It's just
Fabulous. What I keep saying.
it even be the women, like the one we got on the screen now. It just be the ones who aren't usually chose out of groups. Like, if she go out with 2 or 3 of her girls, she's not getting as much attention. Don't be the women that work harder.
Oh, okay. So y'all don't really want a woman in y'all corner. Y'all just like the way she look, and that's the
But the
one you want in your corner. But the big girl who gonna be in your corner, gonna stand, who gonna do everything you want her to do, need her to do, be right there for you. That's not the one y'all want. Y'all want the pretty chick that won't do jack shit for you.
So if
Oh,
she gonna go to the gym for me, cool. But I'm sorry. I'm a visual person. I like nice cars. I like sleek body lines in my cars. I like curves. I like the spoiler. Men gonna prefer, because if I'm with that chick, and you
I ain't
see it
mad
a
at
lot, if I'm with that chick that isn't physically appealing to me, I'm going to be looking at the women that are, and I'm going to want to jump on the attention that I'm getting from the women at one point. You know what I mean?
Facts,
Yeah,
facts.
I mean,
So if she's
I
cool with
absolutely,
being,
I ain't even mad at you. I believe you totally and completely. I believe you all said that looks are the number one. Absolutely, I believe there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
Nothing wrong with that. Long as you know that women know that, that's fine. And women know
That's
that, so we know that.
HQ, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Looks is numero uno for most, if not almost all people. And the reason why I say that is because if a guy does not meet your looks and or height requirement, which is part of looks, he ain't going out on a date with HQ. If he's 5'3", right? If he's 5'3" and he's a cool guy, he ain't getting the Kudakata. It ain't happening.
Yeah, but men can circumvent. But men can circumvent the look. Women can't.
What do you mean?
Women can.
Women can do. Women can. What are we talking about?
No. Y'all said that men can't. But you said women can't. You said look is the number one. So you can't look ain't the number one for women.
Number one for everybody is what I'm saying.
No, look ain't the number one for everyone.
HQ. It's the reason why a date happens or it don't.
I'm just telling you, look is not the number one for every woman. Oh, but look is the number one for every man.
You won't go out with a 5'6" guy. What are we talking about? That's trolling.
No, that's his height. That's not his look. That's his height. That's a height. That's not his look.
And men don't even have a height. Men don't even have a height condition when it comes to women. But women won't date a man that's too short. Some women won't date a man that's bald. Some women won't date a man that don't got a facial hair. But it's all appearances. All women, like from my experience, all women we see that on Pop the Balloon. A dude come out there not looking like they like. Pop, pop, pop. You don't even see the men ever just completely disqualify women like that.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Women that
wait a minute. I'm saying, I ain't saying nothing now. I'm saying height is not a disqualifier for women. Height is a disqualifier for you men.
Huh?
Because you said men look first.
Men don't disqualify for height. Women disqualify for height.
No. I'm saying look. Because Prince was short as hell. He got all the pussy. So it ain't got nothing to do with height.
But if Prince wasn't singing and making Purple Rain,
he wouldn't have got that was right.
And that was a different time. That was a time where you could. That was a time where you could wear makeup, blouses, and bell bottoms. That's ancient history. I wasn't a twinkle in my first eyes around that time. But today, in the 2020s, I'm telling you, women they want a man with dreads, a beard, tattoos, and a nice physique. They be like, he got to be something to do something. You telling a serial dater. These women be like, you got to be something to do something. You got to be big. You got to look like you can break me on my drop slam me on my neck. You gotta look like you did at least 30 days in the county with some tattoos, and you gotta have some type of facial hair, some swag. Even the younger women like a different type of, you know what I'm saying, look at
because nugs with braids and all that ain't the only one that get women.
But that ain't the only what I didn't describe a nug. There's plenty of men men nurses, men in tank, men that do a lot of different jobs that have locks and tattoos because that's acceptable now.
So I'm just saying, looks are not the number one for women. That's not the number one.
It's like 1A and they got a 1B.
It's still a top instant disqualifier.
I'm telling you speaking for women, and I'm telling you stop speaking for women. I ain't speaking for men. I ain't speaking for men.
No. Hold on,
you said no. You speaking for me. I keep telling you
I'm not speaking
looks is not number one for women, and you keep telling me yes it is. No, it's not.
We speaking for the 2025 dating market,
right? We out here in the game.
If he got more money than looks, she gonna go for the money. So it ain't about look. Stop saying it's look. It's not about look. How can she like looks and then want you for your money too when you don't have
she gonna treat a
How
dude
does she
that
know
don't
got the money?
She'll treat a dude that don't got the money. I mean, that got the money but don't got the looks the same way I just told you I would treat a bigger woman with the personality. she's gonna get cracked by the dude who don't got the money, but he got the looks.
All I'm saying is looks is not the first thing that women just automatically give you an X on. That's all I'm saying. And men say that is the one that they give X's on. Men say that's what they give X's on. I'm just saying women don't give X's on just the looks and looks alone. So I'm saying.
Would it be the first thing women look for to initiate the first date? They ain't had a in-depth conversation. They just if me and a woman are at the park or at a show or we downtown walking, what would be the first thing she looking for?
Yes.
Good point. Good point, Ty.
Wait a minute, hold on. Here's the difference. If that dude and she initially doesn't look at him and she walks past him, if the dude comes back and his talking game, he's nice, he's personable, all of that, she might give him another look. You all ain't gonna give no woman another look if she's ugly to you.
Because we the hunters, we gonna shoot the first shot. Unless she come up to me and be like, hey, I get the best head in the tri-state area. You want to see?
Whoa.
Ain't no woman. Did you understand what I told him, RF?
Look, I understood it. I was listening in the background. I was trying not to call her.
I said, looks when a man and a woman are walking down the street and a man see a woman, if she ain't attracted to him, he automatically dismisses her. Even if she comes back and talks to him, she don't grow on him because he's not attracted to her.
That's right.
When a woman,
that's not had nothing to do with the sexual favors you can offer.
All right, can I ask a question?
When a woman walks past a man and she doesn't look at him and say, "Oh, he's attractive," if he comes back around and she meets him in the store and he says X, Y, and Z,
blah 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 blase.
HQ, let me ask this question.
It's a
I've
different
seen this scenario play out 1,000 times from being in the club, just me sitting back, people watching.
In the club.
Why? Hold on. Why do women be annoyed when the guy they're not interested in approaches them, and the only thing she knows about him is the look, because he ain't even said nothing.
Because he could be a bugaboo.
Right. But see, here's the thing.
But
you don't know
how to do it,
right? So no grace is being shown.
But he could be a bugaboo. That's why. But no,
Go ahead.
I wanted to come up because I got to drop back down, but I wanted to come back up and say to you, you guys are a little bit off on this women kind of scenario. I have beautiful daughters, and my beautiful daughters have selected men. I ain't gonna talk about them because they might hear me. They have selected men that are not conventionally,
Hands.
Yeah. Oh, let me shut up. Yeah, that part. And they're not, overly wealthy, but they, they select based on character, and I'm proud of their selection. So not all women are selecting the way you think that they're selecting. It's not about that. And I also wanted to say, my first husband, because I'm tall like HQ. My first husband was short and ugly, but he was still my husband. he still could get it. He was my husband.
Can I ask you where your daughters met their husbands at?
I don't really know. I didn't get into it like where they met them, man. I don't know. They just brought them around me.
Because usually the situation when, like, if you meet someone at school or you meet somebody somewhere where you're in a situation where you're gonna have a conversation, then that's when the appearances can kind of get shifted on the scale. When you just meeting somebody at the bar or the club, and all you got is that very initial impression, we're both looking at appearances. Now, a man is going to look more at the woman's actual physical beauty, but a woman is going to look at how I appear, how I look, how I'm dressed, and how I smell, and everything else more as a whole. Then I'm going to look at her and just look at her face, cheekbones, how she got her hair. But it's always going to be an appearance-based interaction when you trying to get that number. If I meet you out in the public and I'm trying to get your number to set up that first date is both of us are we're the results of that is going to be appearance based.
I'm saying it's not the determining factor for women.
It's
not
not.
specifically.
It's not.
You all, it's a straight up yes and no, and then y'all don't pay no more attention to her if she don't make your dick hard no more. You don't even pay no more attention to her.
Yeah, you used to women used to use the case of like Seal, the artist Seal. And women used to always use that because Seal is is not conventionally handsome. Okay. But there's something.
But he can sing.
Yeah,
but he's famous. He can sing.
That's not just that, and we can talk about other men in other realms too.
We can say T.I. and Tiny. T.I. and Tiny. Tiny is not conventionally pretty woman, but they hold it down. But T.I. is definitely out here smashing prettier women. But he's gonna keep coming home to her.
She was cute when she was young though, bro. So I mean, now she looks like something that's on the bottom of your shoe. But she was a pretty girl.
Damn.
She was a really pretty girl. When we were young, she was a pretty girl.
Okay. I give you that because I
He said he don't remember that.
That's before my time. That's before my time.
But this is what I wanted to say. HQ, why you keep projecting the kind of men that you would like or admire on men who are telling you that they actively are dating women, hitting women, and all of these things? HQ, it's different levels of people, and like I said, we're old, so we kind of like out of their realm when it comes to like Lex and Ty Pro. Well, I mean, I still get chicks, but I'm saying the guys you date, they're from a different generation. They're not from this generation. Like, could you date a 35-year-old man?
No, but we're talking about a universal thing about a female, about female.
Okay,
I'm talking a universal thing. Every man that has been on this panel has said, I look at looks first. That's it. I'm saying to you, women look at looks, but she also takes into consideration other things. She will give him an opportunity to open his mouth and speak and talk. And we'll look at the way he communicates, the way he talks to us. All of those things. You men don't give women that shot. You men don't give women that shot. You men don't give women that shot. You immediately dismiss her if she's not attractive enough for you. Women don't immediately dismiss men.
No, we have sex with them. We have sex with them, and then they're cool.
We talking about something totally different. We talking about we will if we have to interact with that person and that person comes back around, we may initially say, well, he's not my physical type.
That's right.
But we look at how he talks to us, how he looks us in the eye, how he makes us feel safe, how he conducts himself. We look at all of them things, and then we say, okay, he ain't conventionally attractive. He not the best.
Do you want to know the problem with that?
He talks to me.
You want to know what the problem with that is? Lex, Ty Pro, me, we are not like the most of, we not Shamar Moore and Morris Chestnut and Denzel Washington. Mm-hmm. But we have a certain savoir-faire about us that if women
are attracted to that,
they don't care if they got a boyfriend or not. They're going. So that makes it bad for that man that they're not completely attracted to, and they like him, and he's so cool, and this, that, and the other. Because
you're missing what I'm saying. You're missing what I'm saying.
I'm not. I understand what you're saying.
No. We're talking about the initial getting with the person. We're not talking about dating that man and being in a relationship with that man. We're talking about initially looking at that person. I'm saying initially, when you look at a woman, she's walking down the street. If she ain't skinny, she ain't attractive, that you were attracted to, that somebody you would talk, y'all will immediately dismiss her and put her into the other category where you don't even talk to her and she don't even exist.
And
That's
haven't y'all
not
seen
what
a pretty
women
woman? Haven't y'all seen a pretty woman walk down the street and you ask yourself, what the heck is she seeing him? Why is she with him? I've never seen.
I
do.
I haven't seen it because you guys are looking. It's like Biggie, Notorious Big. He had Faith Evans. He had money. He had swag. He was a rapper. Faith was a pretty girl back then. But she was this big old fat black ugly guy, and people was asking why. It's because he was on top. Like
No, I'm saying in the regular world. I'm saying it. I see it in the regular world. I've seen it with my daughters. I've seen it in the regular world.
Okay, so let's go to your daughters and not trying to talk about it. But
I'm not trying to either because I don't want to.
Okay, so do those guys, are they gainfully employed?
Yes.
They're gainfully employed. So that's one star. Do they know how to fix things, and are they willing to help you move stuff around the house and do things like that?
No, I don't think they know how to fix things, but they're nice. They're nice gentlemen.
Okay, so they're nice and they're personable, right?
Yeah.
And they're gainfully employed. They sound like good men to me.
Yeah, me too.
You see what I mean?
But I'm saying, I thought you were saying that women choose, that women, you have to have something above, like, above and beyond for a woman to be attracted to an unattractive man. HQ was just telling you that women don't operate that way.
I'm missing this because
they have jobs. They have jobs and they're not in wheelchairs and they're nice and personal.
That's just the basics. That's the basic. You have a job. You're a grown person and you have a job. There's nothing extraordinary about them.
Okay. What's their age? What's their age frame?
Well,
age range.
20. I'm not, because I don't want to identify them. So 20s.
20s. And what I'm going to tell you is, with all of my nephews, and I have a big family, I have two that are gainfully employed and are decent human beings. The rest of them, it's a lot more to be desired. I'm just gonna say it like that.
But I thought you were saying something about the women not wanting to be with them, with men who are not that attractive. I was just agreeing with HQ that women don't gauge that way.
The situation isn't what you're saying. The situation is, if me and another woman are walking down the street and I want her number, or if she's going to give me her number, we're basing that initial reaction on appearances and physical attractionness. If I'm a 5 foot sloppy dude, that woman who don't know me from a can of paint is not about to give me her number.
You're right.
Exactly.
No matter how smooth I say it, no matter if I even drop $1,000 out my pocket when I pull my phone out to ask her for the number. If I'm physically looking like a leprechaun,
we would engage with every man. Nobody
what
said
are we talking about
with every
then?
man.
Thank you, Triple.
Dang.
So we
didn't say every
the
slap.
bottom line is initial interactions
y'all switching
are
now.
physical.
That
was the original point.
We trying to tell you how women engage with men.
Because y'all talking about marriages and relationships.
No, we're talking about the initial thing.
I don't know your name, you don't know my name.
But there has to be an initial reaction before there's all of those other steps.
So that initial interaction, when I'm getting your name and you get this respectfully, I don't know your daughter's man, but
we're not. You're not getting
matches might be their matches. They might be their water might have found each other. However, it may not be just physical, but I be a personality.
Ty,
personality and what they want out of life.
Ty, what are you trying to say?
They might be aligned.
Why are you going round and round with this?
I'm not going round and round. I'm saying
We already said
before I
women
know
look at
your
men's look.
name. Okay, so that's but respectfully, the RNF came up here saying about how her daughters got, mugly looking dudes, but
Don't say that.
it's the initial interaction that me and Triple X was first talking about. We were trying to tell you that everybody looks at each other's appearances before we get names and numbers and even set up
Right.
that first date. Is
Yeah,
all
we get
physical.
all of that.
It's always gonna be
And if
physical.
you don't like that, if you
But
don't
you
like
didn't-
what you
but you-
see, you're not giving him no
Wait a
time
minute,
to
you
date.
didn't
That's all I'm
understand what I
Women
said.
not out here just giving ugly short dudes chances just because
We
they
didn't say that.
might have a
I
good
We
did.
didn't
look.
say that.
I did.
But it's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not
No,
true.
we're not
It's
giving
not true.
we're not giving every dude no chance. That's not the point. The point
This is
we don't. The
this,
point is we engage differently when it comes.
And that's all I came up. I was just agreeing with her.
That's it.
Women engage differently.
We
It's not a
engage
factor.
different.
It's not
Don't say
necessarily a
women
factor
just
with
look
women.
at looks and we just
hey,
dismiss
Tyrone,
men. We don't.
How is that any different from how men engage it? We don't see
Because you didn't listen to the second part, Triple X. You all will dismiss her out of hand, and you will not
Y'all
dismiss
would
a
do
guy
the
if
same
you don't
thing.
like how he looks.
Y'all even quicker to dismiss.
Right.
We'll
You
even look
dismiss the
like,
guy.
well, you know what? She got a big ass head, but that booty shaped right. Y'all gonna dismiss off top, like get out my face.
Yep.
In
That's not how it works.
2025, maybe in the
That's
80s,
insane.
maybe in the 90s, maybe in the
They don't get what
70s.
I'm saying, though.
Whatever in the
Y'all don't get what I'm
19s y'all
saying.
are
You
talking
wanted
about
to be something
in
different.
the
It's not what it
20s.
is.
In the 20s,
You wanted to be something
HQ.
different than what we said. You
HQ.
wanted to be different.
My daughters are in the
Respectfully.
20s.
You talk about 2020s to
I'm talking about
2025.
2025.
Yes, I'm sure I've dated more than just your two daughters. So my experience is gonna be more than just your initial experience with your two daughters. I've dated more than two women this year.
Y'all want we can emphatically tell you how women look at men. We don't look at men like y'all look at women. That is all we're saying. We're not saying anything else. We didn't say nothing about we just look at a look and then we just dismiss a guy. I said we look at a look, and if we engage with that guy again, he decides to come and talk to us. We look at other factors besides his look. I'm saying y'all don't, as men, y'all don't do that. Y'all just immediately dismiss that woman if she's fat or if she's X, Y, and Z. Y'all put her in another category and y'all don't engage with her at all. We will engage even if we're not attracted, and then attraction may run up on us. That's different from what you are saying. That is all that I am saying. But you're wrong. It's not a matter, but it's not a matter of age.
Okay.
It's not a matter
I guess
of
you can tell
age.
women that you tell us that we're wrong.
Because we guys have all been rejected. All men have been rejected. The term nuclear, the term nuclear rejection comes from when women talk badly, damn near throw rocks at men, trying to get them to get away from them. So what we're telling you is, if we don't have the look that a woman wants, we're not getting any play. And you're saying if you go talk to a woman and be suave and debonair and smell, like he said Laurent, you're gonna get some action. You're not gonna get anything from that woman if you don't look appropriate.
Okay.
Black America, hold on. If that was
hold
right,
on. Let me
I wish I could show y'all a picture.
It would not be friend zones.
Hold on.
It wouldn't be any friend zones.
You're not gonna convince the
and it
women.
wouldn't be beta male orbiters.
You're not gonna. Don't you think? Wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all don't talk to every gorgeous female walking the planet either, do you?
Well, we talk to a lot
Everyone
of them.
What do you mean?
Every gorgeous woman
that come across me.
Every gorgeous woman.
So it's just the gorgeous women that we're talking about. Oh, okay.
Gorgeous woman, regular woman that you talk to, that you're attracted to, or not attracted to. You're not attracted to everybody. So no, you don't talk to every female, just like we don't talk to every ugly male or every regular male.
Every woman that's attracted when she crosses paths with a man and he has the opportunity, a man is going to shoot his shot at her. Yes, I'm telling you
Not
100%.
Not every man.
Listen,
just
HQ.
like not every woman, just like not
Listen,
every
HQ.
woman is going to take a heavy set man or take an ugly man or take a different looking man.
Oh,
just like
that's
y'all
not
won't
there's some
take
stuck
every
up
woman.
women. I will
Hold
give you
on.
that. There's some stuck up
Just
women.
like y'all won't take every woman, we won't take every man. So what is your
Right.
point?
100%. My point is, if there is a beautiful woman and a man has an opportunity and a chance to talk to that woman, he is going to talk to her.
And he might get his feelings hurt. I get what you're saying.
Thank you. Thank you, RF.
Yes,
But he might not.
It's the same thing as if you a beautiful woman came to talk to you and you weren't attracted to her.
No, men don't do that to women.
She's getting. She's
no.
she's,
Don't do that. Men don't do that. Men don't break bad
she's
on
going to
women
get
they
hit.
don't like.
She's going to get hit.
Everybody's talking to a everybody's talking to a 304, right? Wait, hold on.
At the very
Everybody's
least,
talking to it. Everybody's talking to a 304, huh? Even a 304 walk up to you, you're gonna talk to her, right? You gonna
if
try
she's
to hit
beautiful, yes.
HQ, I love 304s. You talking to the wrong
right? Or you're talking to men who are actually being honest with you, HQ.
And men
We're
who
telling
actually
you.
out here.
Yes,
right.
You're telling me how you engage with women. So I'm telling you how we engage with men. Stop telling me how we engage with men.
Okay, so Ty, would you be willing to say that there is a possibility then, since we covered some ground, but there's a possibility that there are beautiful women out there who will engage with you, talk to you, and if they get to know you, and there's something about you that intrigues them, then you have a chance with her. Are you just saying there's a blanket no to all beautiful women?
I ain't never said nothing like that. I do pretty well. I don't get your question.
My question is, you're saying when you approach beautiful women, they have a standard.
Are you calling him ugly? Hold on, before you go any further, are you calling him ugly?
Who?
Are you calling Ty Pro ugly? Are you calling Ty ugly?
No. I'm just talking about from his perspective.
So right, and that's what we're telling you is that if you are an attractive enough man, and you're going to get the cheeks. Plain and simple.
From my perspective, I'm outside getting numbers and interacting with women, and I have like a federal government percentage with it. Like,
so, but what was your? I thought you were talking from a personal perspective. So
my personal perspective was when two people interact with each other, it is appearance based. For me to get the name and the number, and for that woman to give me her name and number, and we have a flirty conversation at the deli at Kroger.
Right.
She has to be physically attracted to me.
No, she has to be intrigued by you.
But I have ugly friends that don't do well with women, and
maybe they're not intrigued by that ugly guy.
No, they're ugly. The guys are ugly.
I don't care.
The guys are ugly.
You, it doesn't go like that necessarily for women. It just doesn't. It doesn't.
I've been out
ugly
with
guys, ugly and fat guys and broke guys don't get vagina.
Oh God,
they don't.
Lame ones may not, but ugly is not. That's not the case. That is not the case. There's some ugly men who are with some women, and they're not stars, who are with some women, and you're wondering, okay, that's not conventional.
So I
can you name them? Can you name them?
I'm not gonna name them personally.
To your point, I give you this: those guys overcompensate in other ways to get those women.
Give you that.
Just like all people do. Like if I was missing an arm, my other arm is gonna be cut diesel because I gotta overcompensate.
100% agree with you.
Right. So all I'm saying though, my whole point, and I think the whole point that we got away from was when men and women approach each other initially. Like if you in college, or if I got a class, if I have a class with a chick that's out of my league, and if I met her in the street, she wouldn't give me no play. But if I'm in class with her every day, I got opportunities to win her over with my
Right.
personality.
Or you make
But
her
when
laugh. You the
you in the
comedian.
exactly,
You
but when
dress
we in the
nice. Whatever.
but when we at Kroger and all I got is a couple seconds to shoot my shot or look dumb, she don't have time to know that. My first line, yeah, all men gotta have game, but most men do have game
Most.
unless you just an incel that just crawled out of your mama basement, you usually got game. We
And
learn this very
that's
young.
all it takes, Ty. That's all it takes.
Not necessarily, especially in today's age.
You need to have an opportunity to express yourself. You need an opportunity in order to show another side of yourself. If that's the case, like you said, that scenario where you in the class with her, that's a perfect scenario where you have an opportunity. But
make her laugh.
Crossing the street, going this way or that way, and I'm on my way and you on your way. No, you don't have no time to make no impression. I'm saying,
okay, we all right in certain circumstances. Can we agree to that? Can we all agree to that? In certain circumstances, we all have a point. If y'all point, the ladies' points are more prevalent when you got more time on the books. But I think that in a critical situation where maybe I'm checking out at the grocery line, there's a line behind me, and I'm trying to get the cashier number. All I got is one line and my looks. My looks is gonna hold more weight because all I can say is 3 or 4 lines. You know, whatever I said in that interaction. So it might be more
it
looks
can also
critical.
depend on those 3 or 4 lines you said. Something.
Yeah, I spoke on this exactly, Ty. I spoke on this as in like what was Tab Pro was talking about, like in you just got a few seconds to make the move or you out and about. I'm not talking about if you got class with this girl, you work with this girl. That's a whole different approach you could take to that. Because as a man, you can just sit back, you can observe this girl. I can see what her current interaction is with me, that she avoid me. It's just a lot of stuff I could play. You know, I got more to work with. But if I just see HQ out or whatever, and I like it, I got to make a move. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you don't have that luxury. You're right. But in that type of scenario, I could see how a girl could be like, okay, I don't really care for his looks, but this is a funny guy.
But he's smooth.
Game. He's fun to be around.
But
great
see,
conversation.
this is good game.
That's different.
But this is a good thing to remember.
Yeah.
If you know you working with a deficit, and the deficit is the look, but you might have other things. You know, you need opportunity, time to make that impression, as opposed to just fly by night. This is something men can take home to them and say, hey, maybe if I got time, I can spend time and figure and let her see my personality, see what type of person I am, because women go by impression, posture, the way you talk to me. I mean, you may not be the most handsome guy, but you clean, you fit, you do all of these things.
You smell good or whatever.
I see her every day. She come into the store. How you doing? Walk away. How you doing every day? Walk away until she get used to seeing you. She get used to seeing you, and she be like, "Oh, that's the guy. Speak to me." And then all of a sudden, you ask her, "Well, why you buying that?" Blah 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 blah. Then you get into a conversation with her. Then you got a shot. Then you got an opportunity because she's talking to you.
I must say this to that point, and I agree with you, HQ. I've mastered through rejection, like Black America was saying, because we all learn through rejection. I get numbers off of crack a joke, put your number in my phone.
That's it.
And I'm basing that on, okay, he a little funny and he look nice to the eyes.
Right.
That's what women go for.
You home free.
I give you that. We can all we did that. We did that. We buried that. We buried that point in the ground.
Now I feel better. And
it's just a matter of women evaluate differently. And it ain't totally, if you gonna see her every day or you see her every other day, you have a shot every other day to come up with the right approach for her to say, he ain't all that bad. Well, maybe we can go out on a group day. Maybe we can whatever.
Right.
There's always a shot if you see her every day.
And before I drop down, I want to tell y'all just a little bit of story, and I'm gonna drop down. But the case in point, my first husband. I'm sorry, real quick. My first husband. I'm tall like HQ. My first husband was a few inches shorter than me, not cute at all. And my father, God rest his soul, told me, "Why you bring that? Why you bring him here?" In other words, saying he looked like a troll, basically. But he won me. He stole me, won me over, and swept me off my complete feet. So it's not about the looks. It is not about the looks. It's about what a man brings to you. It's not about the looks. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. Bye, gentlemen, and bye, HQ.
Nice speaking with you. Nice speaking with you.
Nice speaking with you. Yes. I don't know how we get off on that damn subject. Let's finish this lady out right here, okay? What got it started was this lady and her look. I see what you mean by the corners, but she ain't bad.
She probably got an onion on her though. When we see this Kendra cam,
wait a minute, we ain't seen the Kendra cam. Hold on, we ain't seen the Kendra cam. That's the whole thing. We ain't seen the Kendra cam. Okay, hold on, because it could be they could overlook that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's do the Kendra cam.
Damn,
Mia,
right
stand
there.
up.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to go in my living room.
Small girl. Okay,
you look like you. Okay, I see you, girl. You look cute.
Thank you. Everybody in here roasted me about my forehead.
Oh. Well, she knows her forehead is funny. She knows her forehead is off. So
she should have turned around.
Why? She got big hips.
Yeah, but she could be all hips too.
She what? She could be all hips?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kimma got a forehead and became a multi-millionaire from her big forehead. So you can't be listening to the people in the comments, child.
She said what? Who became what?
Rihanna.
Okay. All right. When was your last relationship?
Do Rihanna got a forehead like that?
Rihanna got a nice head on her for sure.
A year ago.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Maybe 3 months ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I feel like gaining trust.
She got a Frankenstein head. That's what it is. She got a Frankenstein head. You know them square heads for the corners. That's it. I tried to figure it out. That's what's wrong.
Gaining trust with people. I would say
yes.
Giving people a chance, not letting my past, reflect my future. The last thing I would say, just being straightforward with people from the jump, like letting them know my intentions, because I always feel like people, they assume that they know what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I don't know. Yes. I feel like I'm a good person. I pour a lot into the world. I don't know. Overall, I feel like I'm a sweet person. Yeah. I bring a lot to the table.
I still don't see where that personality is supposed to be so big and bad. That personality is terrible. I mean, she just like a cardboard box.
Do it. So I mentioned it earlier. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
Well, we don't care because she's not that interesting. How long is this one? I had one more, guys. Hold on. One more. Here she go. One more. It's crazy. Hold on. I got one more lady. We're going to see because this was the crazy one. Right here. Here we go.
And Ashley, it's Kia. Okay, sorry about that. Let me ask. I was like, damn. It's too sad. Yeah, I didn't hear you, so I was like, we have to take her down. I'm quick.
Yeah, she's with
me. Apologies. Hold on. So let me ask you, do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms? All right, so what brings you up?
Girl, I'm trying to see what...
I got to ask y'all something. Why Ashley got that Vaseline on like that? And does that do anything? What does that Vaseline look like to y'all? Because it's got to be Vaseline. It's got to be baby oil. You hear me, Ty? Or Triple? Nope.
Direction I want to go with you right now. So my life within the past 2 months have been
in the audience. Anybody can tell me why she got that Diddy oil on?
I'm a married woman, but
what's going on?
My bad, HQ.
19.
That baby oil. Why she got that baby oil on?
I was working, but yeah, Ashley just like being greased up. But I'll take Ashley down through there. I ain't gonna hold you.
You wild.
Years.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. That's a blessing.
It's a blessing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyways, okay, so
what's wrong with this picture?
I'm trying to see which way I want to go with it because I want to stay on your topic.
Well, it's not really a topic. When you come up, you can decide what question you want to ask.
Okay. So 2 months ago, I found out the most devastating thing a wife wouldn't want to hear. You know, I found out that my husband cheated on me, right? We were going through issues, so that's cool.
That's not the worst thing you can hear now. Cool,
but I understand. So within those past 2 months, you know, my girls, they get me outside. I go outside a lot within the past 2 months. But so during my relationship, I wouldn't say he was the guy that I wanted him to be. But I always tried, you know, or we tried. I know sometimes with him not being the guy that I wanted him to be, it's made me be a person that I shouldn't be for him. So we were just having problems. So I understand why we ended up where we ended. So anyways, going out, the guy that I've always wanted him to be, I have come across those men several times. Like, approach me. Like those type of guys, the type of guys that the women typically desire, like I come across them all the time. For me, I know, because I know for sure that I'm gonna go through with the divorce because like a cheating for me is just it's a deal breaker. You know, like I work my ass off. I'm a strong woman. I take care of myself. So what he did for me is a deal breaker. So my thing is that even just recently being outside and I've come across that kind of guy, I just feel like I know it's so fresh. It's super fresh, but I feel like, how is it that these people, I feel like with my heart being so cold right now, like I'm being so cold towards these men. And usually, like I hear you say, you know, they like very feminine women and stuff like that.
Latoya,
and I am that. However,
we already know the question. We already know what she finna say. She trying to get permission to dump her husband. She found out her husband cheated. She said, that's a deal breaker for me. My girlfriend's been taking me outside. So I have met the men that I actually am attracted to outside. So now she finna get into, should I leave? What should I do? Because she shouldn't be asking any other question other than, is she able to forgive her husband, or is she gonna stay in her marriage? This is what she's trying to justify it. She shouldn't be asking any other question other than, should I save my marriage or not? Or if I'm not gonna save my marriage, how do I get out of my marriage? Let's see what question she asks Ashley though.
I'm kind of like, you don't even want to be in my space right now. And they like, it's like they're drawn to it. So I feel like to a certain degree, it's like.
Yeah, but also you have to also consider that, yes, they are drawn to you and yes, you can date them. And I know there's a part of you that is just living, like there's the fantasy version of meeting that guy, dating him for 3 months, and then he too can change after a year or 2 years. He too can cheat. Yeah. After 2 years and 3 years, when you know the newness of it all fades away.
And yes, and I get it. And for instance, like my girls, they're toxic. They like, girl, get outside, because they know when I go out, I'm not trying to sound like, but everything is like the man, right?
Here's the question.
She want to throw that cooter cat around like a boomerang.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
She want to get her lick back when her friends.
She want to do an HQ and get her lick back.
And I think she should be trying to work it out with her husband. But her friends about to push her.
Right.
Her friends about to push her down the road where it's gonna be too far to work it out.
Yep.
And she gonna be out here on Kendra G looking for a dude.
Right.
Facts.
And if you can't forgive the husband, you shouldn't be out here doing none of this wild shit until you have made the decision to divorce him. She said cheating was a deal breaker. Okay, fine. Have you filed for divorce? Are you getting a divorce? You ain't out here cheating and dragging your husband's name in the mud. You're not doing that. So what your girlfriend's got you out here doing? That's the question.
And for me, I don't really like that attention. It just comes. They like it. They like that for me. But I'm like, damn, it's been 2 months. But for what he did to me is like, that bitterness that, I'm still I get it. I'm still married, and I'm very upfront with everybody that I meet. Like, look, I'm going through a divorce right now. You don't want any of this. Like, I don't even have a desire to want anything that you're even offering me. And those people.
So was this the first time you cheated in 19 years?
That I know of. That I know of.
I'm not saying cheating is okay, my love. I'm not saying it is, but after
the details, you're gonna say hell no.
After one time in 20 years,
but if I give you the details, it's gonna be a hell no. But you know what? One thing that I do know is that some women.
Yes, it does depend on the details. It does depend on the I found out because I found a note, and I ain't never met the person, and blah, blah, blah. That might be a different story. But she came and I caught you in the bed with her, and she came to my job and acted up and all this other kind of stuff. It'd be a hell no.
How old is this girl?
I'm gonna say she's around 40.
How many kids she got with this guy?
I'm assuming she got kids with him. I don't know. So
I don't know what she thinks is. I'm not saying whether she should stay or go. I would never tell anybody to leave, but I'm
not saying stay or go either.
I'll say this. I don't know what on earth she think is out there waiting on her. But go ahead, play the video.
Well, at least get a conversation going with why he did. Well, she said if we knew the circumstances, it would be a hell no. So maybe she gonna tell the circumstances.
And have different boundaries, right? And for what we have been through in 19 years, yes, 19 years is a long time. We have 2 kids. I have a 16-year-old, I have an 8-year-old. And all of these things, so many people, I do have the devils over here, but then the angels over here, like, girl, give it some time. But for me, I'm not giving it time, because what you did, how I found this out, the lies that led up to it, and then now just like thinking back on all the lies, I'm like, it would be completely unfair for me to stay, only because I wouldn't be able to trust him for real no more. I know I wouldn't. It would be hell. It would be hell. And I'm not an insecure woman by no means. And I'm not going to be an
bullshit.
I don't I mean, it depends on the circumstance. I'm not saying stay. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it would depend. For me, I would have to know what the hell made you do what you did. After we being together 20 years, what the hell was you doing? Oh, well, hey, she my girlfriend. I done had her for months. Oh, okay, but then that's a circumstance in which we can't come back from that. But you tell me I went to a convention, or I went to a meeting, or I went to something like that, and then it just happened, I got drunk or whatever. There might be a possibility. There might be a possibility that we could work it out. But we ain't gonna work out this long-term garbage. We ain't gonna work out the disrespectful cheating. I'm just saying, I'm not saying I would, I wouldn't. I'm just saying, to me, the circumstances would be why.
How you lied. So I already know in my head I'm gonna move on. So I'm stepping out. That all right. So the one guy that most women desire, I don't really have that desire. I just want somebody I can connect with, girl. Like, if I could connect with you, yes, certain things do matter. But it's not all like.
She's all cap.
It doesn't mean that much.
Okay, so
she ain't a bad looking chick. It's not like she can't get nobody. But you just coming from one marriage and you about to jump into another relationship somehow, some way, because you found your heart's desire.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know. She don't say how old her dude is, but let's assume her guy's the same age or maybe 2 or 3 years older. Right. What's realistically waiting out here for her, considering she got the kids and stuff, right, is a guy that's probably 10 to 20 years older, in that range. Right. So she would have to be already okay with dating an older.
Oh no, she would be able to get somebody around her age.
Is she HQ? And on a serious tip,
because most men only date women that are within 5-10 years of them. They don't date women that's like way young.
The thing is with this chick, the thing is the kids. Now, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with her looks or nothing. Her looks is cool. I dig her looks. But what I'm saying, to deal with that in a serious way, it's guys that'll mess with her that's younger than her. A 30-year-old guy.
No, men that are 45. I'm assuming she's 40. Let's put it at 40. Men that are 45 years old who already got their own kids don't care about her.
A 45-year-old guy that's got 2 kids is looking for a 40-year-old woman with 3 kids.
Yeah, he ain't.
In a serious relationship.
She got 2 kids. She got 2 kids.
Hold on, HQ.
She got 2 kids.
A 45-year-old guy with 2 kids is looking for a woman that's a few years younger than him with 2 kids. That's like what he's looking for.
He's not thinking of nothing else.
Because the type of guy she will want, she probably want a guy making. She calling Ashley, so I know she will want a guy making a little money. She ain't talking about a 45-year-old guy and he making like 40K or 50K with 2 kids. She ain't calling about him. She probably looking for a 6-figure guy. Go ahead, Ty.
I was just gonna say he gonna have to be at least the standard of her husband.
Right.
Triple on point with everything she's saying.
Man,
we don't look at men like that.
HQ. It don't matter what you look at. It don't matter what you look at. We will go
from a 100,000 guy to a 30,000 guy. We do not look at men. We don't look at men like that.
I used to deal with a man with a 30K guy. What are we talking about?
I'm telling. Now you're trying to tell me how women think. I'm telling you how women think.
Man. It's too much gaslighting, man. It's just too much.
Cause y'all don't want to hear how women think. You want to tell me how women think.
I just told you we women do not look at men and say, "Oh, he make 100,000. My ex-husband make 100,000. Oh, let me go over here and see if he make 120." We don't look like that.
She's not going back. If she got a guy, if her guy make 200K. You think she going back to a guy that makes 60?
Then explain.
You gotta be crazy.
Then explain Jeff Bezos' wife.
No, we ain't talking about
because
that.
You can't go
higher. Explain Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Talking about that. That woman, it was a billionaire. Okay,
when she then explain Jeff Bezos' wife.
She was a billionaire. Hey, Top Pro, don't entertain that, bro. That woman was an anomaly. She was a billionaire.
Hey, y'all trying to tell me how women think. I'm telling you how women think.
No, we ain't trying to tell you that. I'm telling you how
we don't think like that. We don't think he make 100K. Now I got to go up to a man and make $1 million.
Ain't no woman that's used to dealing with a high professional making 200K or 250 going back to get with no guy that's got 60. That ain't happening.
HQ,
that's a significant reduction in lifestyle.
Most women got a problem dating a 60K guy initially, or the 50K guy initially without saying it's settling. So she would be going backwards. I don't see that happening. That's like if her husband was a brain surgeon and now she dating a janitor. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, one thing
that's a Tyler Perry movie.
See that happening.
That's a Tyler Perry movie.
That's a Tyler Perry movie. Hey, HQ, you know one thing you overlook? I think you kind of look at this lens of these women having these kids, maybe through your lens. Your situation was a lot better than them because when you had your kids, you was 23. If this girl had 2 young kids and she was 25 years old, that's a different scenario from her having 2 kids and being 40. It's a different scenario.
I mean, Triple X.
I'm just
saying, everything I hear, every time I hear men on the internet, I don't never hear no men off the internet say this stuff. Never. I don't never hear them say, I ain't gonna date a woman who don't have no kid. I don't never hear, and I talk to men daily. I talk to at least 10, 15 men daily, and I don't never hear.
Where are you finding these guys at? Where are you talking to them at?
Why are you talking to so many men?
Because I counsel people.
Yeah, what you counsel them on?
Life choices, lifestyle.
So if they need counseling, if men need counseling from you on life choices, their opinion don't matter. Respectfully.
No, I don't counsel them. I don't counsel them about. They ask about females. They ask about women. They ask about how do I do this, or would it be okay if I did this with this particular woman? And I give them a female's perspective.
A female perspective is cool, not when it comes to dating women. A female perspective is cool on how I should decorate my living room. I am strongly against women telling men how to date men, women telling men how to date women, because y'all don't give the real. Y'all not gonna tell men would make that little thing tingle for real. Y'all don't have a. It's kind of like a form of detachment.
I don't have them kind of discussion. I don't have them kind of discussions with men. I have other discussions with men, X, Y, and Z. I don't talk about anything that would not be talked about in a professional environment. Men don't ask me those kind of questions. Well, women do X, Y, and Z. They come to me and they say, well, women think this way. And I say, no, they don't. They think this way.
If you was counseling a woman on dating a man, you would talk to her and never bring up any type of sexual. There would never be a sexual leading conversation.
Unless she asked me about it. If they ask me about it, then I would tell them.
Do you think that for a man or a woman to be successful dating the opposite sex, that they need to learn what sexually attracts a man or a woman to be successful?
If you're a man and you want to attract a female, or you're a man and you want a female to stay with you, then your best bet is to talk to a woman who knows how women think, who knows what women want and how women respond. That only makes sense. Just like if I wanted to know about men and how men respond, I would talk to a man. Why would I talk to another man who don't understand women just as much as I don't understand women? Why would I talk to another if I was a man? Why would I talk to another man? That don't even make sense.
HQ, I don't even think women don't even really want to understand each other and admit to how they are and how they truly.
Admit what? I don't understand what you mean. I'm saying when you have advice or you take advice, like women will be the first ones to tell you. I don't understand how this don't make sense to you all. When you all want advice about men, you go to men. You would go to men. Why would you go to men? And why would you go to men?
You get raw, unadulterated, unfiltered truth almost all the time from men. Generally, you don't get that from women. That's my opinion. The whole
point is y'all don't get it generally because we already know how women.
We don't get it.
We already know how women feel. So when a man comes to me and says, HQ, how can I be better for a female? Or how can I do X, Y, and Z? Then I tell him from a perspective of a female, she don't like the caveman shit. She like you to talk to her. She like you to treat her as a human being. She likes you to treat her like she got a brain instead of just a pussy. She'd rather you treat her like that.
I'm going to say this.
I don't understand how that type of advice that I would give to a man would be all the way off. That's exactly how most women think.
Treat us like. Please call into the next episode of The Business. Can I pay you to call in?
HQ. When a woman go on a date with a man, she want to turn her brain off. Like
Why do you keep talking like you're a woman? You're not a woman, so you
hear
don't know
women
how
say
women
that
think.
all the time.
No, they don't
don't
want
want
to.
to know where they going. They don't want to know what the
No,
weather
no, no,
is.
no,
They don't
no,
want to
no.
know nothing. They
You
just
ain't
want to
never, you
be
ain't never, you ain't never had no
passenger
woman do that.
princess.
You ain't
Huh?
never had no woman do that. You ain't never had no
I
woman
never
do that.
do what? I never had a woman do what?
Ain't no woman in the history of dates went on a date and said, I just want to sit back and let him take me wherever. Just take me wherever. I don't care where we go. There ain't no woman on this planet gonna think like that. No
Maybe
woman.
it's a age thing.
Come on now. Let's not do
Ain't
that.
no woman.
Hey, let me say this too. Convergence, you're right. This girl is just looking to have fun. I was approaching it from the perspective of long term of her being divorced. What would she actually be able to get out here? But yeah, you're right. She looking to just divorce and get out here and get in these streets. I agree with you on that, Convergence. I ain't got no kickback.
Women are individuals with unique thoughts and experiences, patterns of behavior.
You keep telling yourself that. You keep telling yourself
Yeah.
that. And yet we keep noticing this very similar patterns between all these girls. I wonder why that is, HQ.
No, you ain't found no similar pattern. You done heard 2 or 3 women say some.
No. HQ,
you had 2 or 3
you know
women.
how long I've been dating women? You act like I just got here.
I think Triple X. I think if she really understood from our perspective
I'm
of
just
how
saying,
we dating,
y'all gotta give me
she
some men that
would
this stuff works
HQ
with.
would be, her mouth would be stuck open if she could watch like a body cam, a day in the life of how we deal with women. Her mouth would be stuck open.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
They tell y'all, women tell y'all this shit. They tell y'all this shit.
Okay, HQ, you got it.
They tell we know as women, we already know some of the shit they be saying. We get what they saying, we get why they're saying it.
What they be saying?
But hey, there it is, Alexis. Please explain it to them. Turn your brain off thing is when you already know the person, understand the person. You don't do that with no rando person. That ain't happening with somebody I'm just dating. That's somebody I have a relationship with.
All right. Okay, HQ.
Yeah, but they know better than they know women better than we know women. We women and they know better than us.
I'll
I'm
say
just
this:
saying you've had experiences.
we know how women act with men pretty well. I can speak to that. I think we speaking
You
on.
said the operative word. You said the best word you could have said. Act. You said the best word you could have said.
So you saying y'all just being phony?
If she don't think you serious,
Mm.
if she know you ain't serious,
so
I say anything. I say all kinds of wild shit on a date. If I know that's all you want to get is the box, because then I know I ain't gonna see you no more. I say all kinds of wild shit. I be trying to get your dick hard. I be trying to do all kinds of shit, and then get out of the car and walk to my door and go in the house and don't think about you ever again. I'm fucking with you all night.
You leave me alone like that? Dang.
I'm telling you the truth.
That's
I
what you
done did
teaching?
it. So I ain't teaching nobody shit. I'm just telling you I've done it. Because as soon as you let me know that that's all you want is the box, oh man, I'm rubbing up against you. I'm putting my hand on it. I'm doing all kinds of. I'm fucking with you all night. And then I'm going home.
You put your hand on my gun, it's gonna shoot. But so give me advice on how I should deal with that then.
I'm just telling you. When you some women are gonna say whatever. Okay. But I'm saying I'm saying
it
I
sounds
did.
like manipulation.
It ain't right.
That sounds like mass manipulation to me.
I know it ain't right, but see, if I think me and you gonna be in me and you gonna date and we gonna do X, Y, and Z, then I find out somewhere along the way that you really ain't serious, that you really just fucking with me just to get it. Oh hell yeah, I'm doing the whole thing. I'm acting up. And I'm gonna pretend like I don't even know. I'm gonna play that dumb blonde for real. I'm gonna play that dumb blonde to the hilt. I'm gonna be bumping into you, touching shit, just all kinds of shit. Then I'm going home alone. I'm just saying.
You go
I'm
home
thinking
with
like
a fresh cream pie, but all right, HQ.
I'm just telling you me.
She enjoy it, man. It's gaslight, bro. She enjoy it.
I ain't gaslighting. I'm just telling
I was
you the
trying to
truth.
gaslight her, but her gas is stronger than my gas.
I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just saying I have done it.
93
And I'm
accent.
saying other women do it too. That's all I'm saying. Other women do it too. I'm just saying. And we ain't trying to be mean. We just saying. You gonna come over here and just date me, and the only thing you want is knock boots. That's it. That's all you want. Oh, okay. Well, then we just gonna take you straight to the edge. We're gonna take you there. We're gonna take you there all night. And then maybe I get in the car with old boy. Maybe I get in the car with him. And he take me home. I'm just saying.
If I was to do that to you, then what?
I ain't gonna get no chance. I ain't giving you no chance to do that to me.
All right, player from the Himalayas. Okay.
I'm just saying there's people out there that do some savage shit for no good reason. I'm just saying I know that I have done that before. So I know that it's bogus as hell to do, but I'm saying I have done that before. All I'm saying. Anyway, SBC is on. Give me y'all last thoughts. We got to go over there and watch some shit. Ty Pro and Triple. I hope I didn't stun y'all into silence. Y'all, that's something new y'all ain't never experienced.
No, we know. We already know.
Do you believe me? Do you believe
me? Yeah, I believe you. Believe you. I don't really got no final thoughts. Thanks for having me up. It was a pleasure. HQ and everybody else who joined the panel. I appreciate y'all. And till the next time, I'm out of here. Peace out, brother.
Okay. All right, now. Triple X.
Yeah. This has been a panel, is all I can say. You know, I don't really have too much other thoughts. This has been a panel of all panels. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You made me say it.
All right. I'm out. Have a good
Wait a minute. Hold on. You said something about black. You said something about black authority.
I said that's an interesting perspective you mentioned earlier. I was like, you should call into the business.
He don't really have the. He don't. Oh man.
You got to call in on Friday.
No, I forgot. I got to listen to that one. I ran across it the other day.
Let him know about your advice and stuff. He'd love to hear about that.
Yeah. I got the one where he had the sassy caller or something. Anyway, I gotta listen to that.
All right, HQ. Peace out.
All right, bye, y'all. I didn't even plan to be on here that long. And I wasn't trying to gas nobody up, but I appreciate it. Y'all hit the like button coming in and out, please, and thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's a Saturday night. Gotta go. Got things to do. It's still early. Ain't it still early, though? It's still early, right? I think so.